welcome to another episode of the Thru podcast. This is episode 199. 199. One episode away from to the big 200.
Yes,
So,
sir.
we kind of had to do it big for, for the episode before so we could fucking chill and chillax. You know what I'm saying? We want to kick our feet up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be disturbed. You know what I'm saying? We want to chill. You know what I mean? It's a big milestone. It's a big milestone for us. So we want to, we want to celebrate. We want to celebrate. So
Right.
it's another beautiful Tuesday. Last Tuesday of August.
Is it the last Tuesday?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're about to experience the first on this Thursday. So it's going to be great, man. This month kind of took long, kind of didn't. It was kind of fucking weird.
I feel like it went by quick.
Went by a little quick, huh? A little quickish for some people, a little slow for some people, but it was a good month after all. You know what I mean? August is one of those months that's just like kind of got to get through, and then there's the last few months of the year, then it kind of flies by with the holiday seasons.
I feel like everybody with birthdays in August kind of mad at you right now. It's like, we just kind of got to get through this year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your birthdays don't matter.
We do. Because all the real popping birthdays be like October, November, April.
I think the
You know what
only
I'm
thing
saying?
popping in October is like Halloween and shit.
Exactly, bro.
What if
That's
Ryan's
why.
birthday's on August? Well, you don't know.
It's September. It's actually September 2nd.
Okay.
So
King.
I agree with this logic.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
hell
fuck
yeah.
August. We don't care about August.
Let's get through.
We don't care about no August. The moment August 1st come around, I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Countdown begins.
Yeah, let me get the partnerships out the way so we can get into this fantastic podcast. Shout out to Definitely Eden. You could
Right here.
log on to definitelyeden.com, check out all the
Sir.
merchandise.
Yeah.
Get yourself some merch. They got the popular devil logo with the fork, knife, and the plate. They also got
Yeah.
the logo with the jelly bean.
Yeah.
Do you still have the Pac-Man original logo available?
There's only a few left of those.
For sure.
Yeah, and they're all like big sizes. They're all like 2X's. So you know what I mean.
That's
If
the
you're-
OG,
Hey,
but
if you're
people
big
rocking
boy,
big
hey,
X.
if you're a big boy out there, man,
Nah,
you know,
The
2X's.
big
Hey,
big
there you
shirts
go.
are
There you
coming
go. We
back.
still got-
PJ
Those are some of
shirts.
the. Hey, they're some of the first ones that came out. You know, so. Whether you want to use it as a gym shirt, sleep shirt, whatever, I mean, they're still there, you know.
You're 90.
Yeah.
Do you guys wear
Yeah.
Little comrade.
PJ shirts?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
They come if they come with the fit, I'll wear it. If they come with the PJ set, yeah.
I don't like to think of it as a PJ shirt, but I guess I basically wear a PJ
Wait,
shirt.
what is a PJ shirt to you?
I guess one of those long ass fucking.
So your old ass 3X tall tee, maybe?
the ones
I
from
don't
like.
wear it. I don't
So
wear it.
wearing
you telling me
Brooklyn's
you
to
walking around the
sleep,
crib with no bottoms on, just a long
Right.
Just bees all out.
cheeks out, Ricky
long
like.
ass-
That's what I
long
think
ass
when I say
socks.
like a sleep shirt, like those long ass shirts and shit.
Bro, that'd be so funny if you just walk into the kitchen hella early in the morning, tall ass, see nothing on, and then you start playing Lean With It, Rock With It by the French High Boys. Lean With It, Rock.
You cooking eggs?
Cooking it.
Eggs.
Yeah, but shout out to Definitely Eden. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anything anything up to date that people should know
I think
about?
in like 2 weeks something's gonna be up or gonna be out.
Okay, awesome.
A little
awesome.
surprise
It's
or
a
what?
little, yeah. It was a surprise for me what it's gonna be, but yeah,
Respect.
it's gonna be something. Yeah,
That's good, man. A lot of people have been dying to hear about, the updates. So.
yeah. Well, when you guys see it, you guys are gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker, like, you know what I mean? But it's gonna make sense.
It's gonna make sense.
This motherfucker what?
It's gonna make
You know what I
sense.
mean?
It's just it's gonna make sense without making sense.
Hey, it's gonna make sense, but it's gonna make dollars.
Nah, DJ went Hollywood.
DJ did.
DJ
DJ did.
Nigga
DJ
did.
did. Also, shout out to Monterey Bay Creations. Eugene, they created. We got the spokesman right here.
Right here.
Hi.
You know what I'm saying? He's too busy wearing a different piece of chain today. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, you don't know how to act, man. You know what I'm saying, man? He had to let
Nothing
the,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
The
sunlight.
big plate is in the dishwasher right now.
But yeah, you guys dream it, we created. Whatever you guys need. Anything.
Anything?
Anything.
For sure, for
You
sure.
gotta be
Shout out
careful
to
with that anything.
Shout out to conglomeratebythesea.com. You can check out that website. That's where you get the latest episodes at. And there's some merchandise as well. We got the Thru podcast crew necks. I think we only have a couple left, so tune into that. Get the last ones if you can. Even if you see us and if you ask us for a little autograph, you know what I mean, I wouldn't deny it.
I'm ready to sign baby
You know what I'm
mamas.
saying?
Yeah, man.
I'll
Like
sign
Ricky
it.
said, you dream it,
Drew, we
you
created.
create it. We'll take a picture for you. You know, you
You know what I'm
dreamed it.
saying?
and-
Anything.
Come on.
So if you want to take a picture with Ronnie or anybody in the podcast, just
Oh,
pull them over.
Pull him over.
pull them over.
Damn.
Hey.
The last thing I need right now.
Hey,
I
Pete.
got the crew on. I got the crew on. I got the crew neck.
I got
on
the
right now.
sticker. I got the slide through
I
sticker.
got
Hey.
the sticker on my bumper. Sign it.
Sign it.
Fool, my name was already on there. What you talking about?
I know, right?
Shout out to the Fish House located in Watsonville. If you're ever out there in the area, enjoy yourself some dope seafood. You know what I'm saying? Check that spot out. Also, speaking of food, the Fit and Fresh meals are also
Fresh.
available.
How's that going, Ricky?
That's going well.
I was serious.
I know you could be-
I was serious, bro. And right as I asked him, he went to go take a sip of Modelo. I'm like, all right, it's going well.
Hey,
It's
God,
going well.
God did.
I believe you. Good,
The
good.
business is going. We're selling more meals. We're ready to move on to the next chapter. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's doing well.
Fit and Fresh meals. Also, our newest partnership, Tooth Gyms. So make sure you check them out.
Okay.
If you're trying to get your front teeth blinged out,
Blinked
they got
out.
all kinds of fucking symbols and logos. They got NFL teams. They have cars. They have
BS
money.
ones.
You
on your
know what I'm saying? They got money
BBS.
signs. They got
Hennessy bottles if you need it on your
Hennessy.
tooth. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
crazy.
Cax.
They got the horoscope signs. You know what I mean? They
I've always
Hey,
wanted to be the
stop
first
playing,
cowboy
man.
with fronts and bottoms. You know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got all kinds of little designs for you. Anything to fit your style,
Hit up
fit your
Major Motive,
personality.
man. Hit.
Hit them up. Hit
Hit
them
'em
up.
up,
It's
man.
a different type of flex. When
Get
you
your
get
teeth
right.
shiny.
Hey,
Get
come
your
show your
teeth
teeth
done right.
on the camera, June.
Licensed.
Come show your tooth.
To show your tooth, he got the
See, he don't want to make us
Yo,
blush. He's
I
a
would-
smart
man, you
man.
don't wanna make us blush.
Smart
I
man.
would-
He did
Smart
his
man.
teeth already.
He's
He
a
did his
smart
own
man.
teeth
you know what I'm
already.
saying? He got the seahorse, he got the money sign.
He don't want to give us the goosebumps. You know what I mean? Smart man. Smart man.
You know what I'm saying?
Too
I
much
would-
light already.
I was just telling Ricky, go ahead and get it. I would do it, but my teeth ain't straight enough. I mean, straight enough.
Straight enough. Straight enough.
My teeth ain't hood enough, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No, my teeth hella hood. It's just, they too
They're
hood.
throwing
Too
up
hood.
gang
All the
signs right
signs.
now.
Throwing up gang signs.
If your teeth is throwing up gang signs, you might as well get them gymmed out. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. Might as well. I know a couple people with them teeth.
That's probably the only way to fix the gap in my tooth. Really, is just to go
Honestly.
Throw a
get
little
some
gem on there.
Yeah.
it's a little distraction.
Just throw a diamond in that bitch. Why
Right.
Yeah,
not?
it's a
Just
little
wait till-
distraction.
Just
Yeah.
wait till the light hit,
Forward
baby.
thinking right there. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Listen, man, we got a dope guest. We got Ryne back in here returning. If you haven't checked out the
sir.
episode where
Welcome
we
back.
introduced him, we got into his old background. He's a comedian, battle rapper. He does his own podcast. He really does it all. He's really talented. So I highly suggest to check out that episode if you don't really know him. But we're just gonna get into the shits today because you know what I'm saying we could, you know what I mean. It's
Just
go
here
time.
to kick it today. You know what I
We're
mean? Here to have a
really
good
just here
time. Here to
kick
have a
it
good
today.
time.
But Ryan, how you doing today, man? What's up with you?
Doing
How you
good,
been?
man? Doing good. Thank you guys for fucking having me on, man. Coming back. I definitely wanted to come back. For one thing, I'm on vacation, so fucking had the time. So I was like, man, I know these guys record fucking on a Tuesday, so let's go turn up on a Tuesday with the fucking Slide Through boys when I'm on vacation.
That's
And,
right.
Okay.
Yo,
you
boys.
know,
Slide boys.
Slide
I'm fucking,
boys.
I'm like kind of in a weird rebranding at the moment. So I was definitely like I'm reaching out to every show that I know to be like, oh hey, by the way, doing the same thing but on a new channel now. So
Okay.
you know, two birds with one stone, trying to be somewhat professional over here, trying to promote the new show and all that, but also just
Tell us about the new show. Tell us.
I mean, you know, it's the same show. It's the
Same show, but new channel.
Different
Same
name,
show.
different name, or what?
No, same name, Ryne
Okay.
Radio, but like there's a new focus with it though, as far as like I feel like when I was doing it on the BOTZ channel, I definitely be kind of I mean, slave's such an ugly word, but I somewhat became a slave to like the system of bots to like you know, I was running the Battle League, so I felt that my show should probably reflect what we're doing with the Battle League. And especially because that channel was like established as a battle rap channel.
Yeah.
They were used to Dirtbag Dan like breaking down what they were doing with the league. So I definitely felt like a level of obligation to continue that, but over time I just kind of became too exhausted with it all and my show kind of suffered. So then I was like, okay, well, what do I really want to do? Because I'm not going to not be a truck driver anytime soon. Like, you know, because I'm a UPS fucking driver. Like, I'm not gonna not be that anytime soon. So like, okay, how do I really want to dedicate my free time? So I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna walk away from the BOTZ thing. I'm gonna walk away from running battle rap. It was fucking fun as fuck. It definitely taught me to be a better like comedian, taught me better be a better writer and whatnot. But I'm really having a lot of fun with doing the podcast. And when I bring in like, you know, you guys know, like when you bring someone creative in, you get to like really just chop it up, especially if it's someone you get along with, have a couple drinks with, smoke fucking some weed with or whatever, and just talk about like what it's like to, you know, because there's a similar formula with us all as far as just being creative and trying to express ourselves, but we all go about it in different ways and or how we got there. So it's fun as fuck just to like have those kind of moments with people that was, I don't know why I said that so weird, but have those kind of moments with people where you get to like connect with more people that are just as, you know, trying to find themselves in different creative pursuits as well. And I know that I'm definitely I'm eclectic as fuck. Like I like country music. I like fucking, like I said, I like doing the comedy shit, but I also like rap and shit too. And I love like soul music. My interest goes so far beyond like what BOTZ is as a channel that I just
feel caged in a little bit.
Not so much caged in, but I didn't want to like force a bunch of content onto an audience that wouldn't be like the most.
They're not there for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like at the beginning, I was just like, oh well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But then over time, I was just like, well, why should you care? You know, it's like you are here for a specific thing. So if I want to do my own thing, then let me just go do my own thing. And honestly, the strength of like who has rocked with me because of that has been like way better, because it's been a more like, you know, I was telling this guy actually earlier at the bar, you know, like I was like when fucking Blue's Clues, like when Steve left, I was the guy that took over after Steve. So it's like people were never gonna be like, oh yeah, we're really rocking with what this guy's doing. They're always only ever gonna be like, where the fuck is the original guy at? Like, why isn't it the original guy?
Why isn't Charlie Sheen in 2.5 Men?
That's
Why is it
another
Ashton
great
Kutcher?
I was Ashton Kutcher towards the
But
end.
they rocked with Ashton Kutcher.
They did, but it wasn't Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
It's like that's not why I showed up to the show, and then the kid got weird, and you know,
it wasn't an ugly guy who got all the girls. You know what I mean?
It's like it's not what we like.
You expect Ashton Kutcher to get all the girls that he wants. You don't really expect Charlie Sheen to get all the girls that he wants.
That's a great point. That's probably why that.
I mean, he
didn't really
did
work as
though,
well.
because I mean, he got the hips. So I mean,
and you know, he got the tiger blood. And, you know, Charlie Sheen a wild boy. I respect it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely over time, like I kind of, and you know, you guys also know as well, like it's different to like have a level of ownership that's your own, you know, your own shit. So I wanted to be able to just have more freedom to, you know, dive into the worlds that I like to dive into and be able to express that outward. And, you know, if it's going to be a slower, longer process, then so be it. But at least it's going to be
real,
an audience,
authentic,
that real, authentic, that I built, that already know, like, okay, hey, this is, you know,
this is what I fuck with. They fuck with you on that same page. Let them join the journey with you.
You know, and I think, you know, and it's already given me a level of like, you know, the people that want to fuck with it already fuck with it. So then, like, I've already got to see, like, okay, this is what my audience is, and this is who I get to like be going forward, and just fucking build upon that. So yeah, that's a lot of just what I've been working on lately, and just getting more back into just the shit that I really fucking enjoy. Not that I didn't enjoy battle rap, but I think you know as well too. Like, there's kind of a fucking. There's a short return on investment with it. Yeah. Not even so much on a monetary kind of sense, but just it's just such a fucking young man's game to where, and also it's like fucking nobody wants to fucking listen to a bald white dude fucking talk about fucking battle rap at a certain point. You will to an extent.
You finish it off. I was like, we talk about Joe Rogan. Everybody listens to Joe Rogan, the bald white guy. But I mean, like.
But you don't want to hear Joe Rogan talk about battle rap, though. You want to hear him talk about fucking shooting deer and fucking.
But you hear him talk about UFC all the time,
self-deprivation tank and shit. Like, because it's like, okay, I trust this guy knows about that shit.
He knows about MMA. He knows about all
He
this
knows about
weird
jerking
shit,
off.
this fucking Fear Factor shit.
Yeah, which
doesn't- he
that'd probably be
doesn't-
my first question I would ask him is about like, you ever fucking jerk off in that self-deprivation tank, dog? Like, I know it's self-deprivation, but you know how there has to be a little self-appreciation too. I'm sure.
Yeah,
but no, I'm
yeah.
joking. But nah, at a certain level, I just want to fucking really do the shit that I fuck with and I'm involved with, and it also like when I like took over the league, I was naive and didn't understand like how much you have to like manage other people's expectations and shit like that, and then people are like riding on you to like make them internet famous or whatever. It's like, bro, I'm figuring this fucking out. Like, what are you like?
What
you
are
know?
you doing?
And
So
they're
I'm
looking
like-
at you like, oh, he has it figured out. We're like, bro,
It's like, no, I'm just the guy that happens to be here. Like, I don't know why I'm here either. Like, dude, I don't think so either. Like,
I just got here.
I just got here. I'm just here, man. Like, or was it like
I'm only here
Clerks?
because the main guy went to go do something
Yeah,
else. You know
it
what I'm
was like
saying?
literally like Clerks. He was like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. You know, like it's that. But
Yeah.
I definitely was such a fan of it that I was like, well, if the guy that like started it and ran it is gonna take time away from it, then I'm in my mind I got to a point of, if it's got to be somebody, then maybe it might as well be me, especially if I'm, like I'm in a particular situation to where I'm not necessarily the most, like, I don't have the most free time, but of all people, I was like the most capable of being able to like sustain it while I was able to sustain it. But over time, I'm just like, it's just not where my fucking heart's at. Like,
I was
and-
just about to say, like, do you think you kind of took over, like, do you think you put your passion in a project that it wasn't your passion project?
Absolutely, and I'm such a fan of it that I wanted it to still be alive, but the problem is, there's only so many fucking hours in a day, so it's like, okay, if I'm not leaving my daytime job anytime soon, and I only have so much free time, then how do I really want to best allocate this time? And it's like, it got to the point where like I'm like rushing home from work just so I can like make a couple promo clips for like these battles that like I know people aren't really gonna watch, and not that I don't want them to watch, like I'm trying to get them to watch, but
Reality is, they're
yeah, and it's like since I've stepped away from it, I've also seen that like the extra work that I was doing to like give all I was doing was giving myself this like weird level of anxiety trying to make this extra content, and then I would see it doesn't really like track, and then now that I've stepped away from it, I've seen like it never really made a difference anyway. So I'm just like, if it's gonna be like that, I'd rather do something that's mine. If I'm only gonna
Right.
get 100 views on something, at least it's something that like it's mine.
Yeah,
Right.
People,
put in that effort in something that you actually want.
yeah, and like people, it's like, okay, yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna be a slower process and a longer road, but if people are like with it, then they're with it 100%. Like, and I've already noticed a difference because before when I was doing my show, like it was tight because I'm doing it on a channel that has like 24,000 subscribers, but it wasn't a audience that I built. So like my shows are only getting like 100 views or whatever, which is fine, but I couldn't really gauge like what my audience is. Whereas like now that I made my own channel, it's like, okay, I have 42 subscribers and I have like 50 views an episode. So I'm like, well, damn, every
You're
one of
catching other
these
people.
subscribers are
Just tuning
watching.
in, yeah. Yeah.
To me that means way more.
Yeah,
And
that
then I
is
also
way
have like
more.
a Patreon that I've been slowly building too. It's only 7 patrons, but I have a direct personal relationship with these people. I'm getting $12 a month from it right now. Like I know 100% like
Shit,
what
that's
I
gas.
do matters, like to where it's like there was a level of magic to where I'm like, okay, I get to like do what I want to do in front of 24,000 subscribers, but it was so easy for them because I'm sure we all are subscribed to YouTube channels that like we subscribe to because we're like, oh, I love this channel, Ball is Life. I never fucking watch them. Never watch them.
There's definitely
Yeah.
some
But I
channels.
subscribe to them because I support the idea and I support like the independent hustle and all that. But I never watch to where I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to just like try to make content for somebody that's gonna like I'm making it for this predetermined audience, but it's
For the
already-
notification,
Yeah,
essentially.
it's
You're
just
just making
like-
it for the notification. I'm going to click on it. Oh, well, I don't really want to watch it.
Yeah, and especially with the battle rap crowd, I feel like the battle rap crowd, like if you're not necessarily like one of the top tier gatekeepers, it's very hard to like get the established crowd to care about new people.
I could see that too.
And I feel like it's a lot like a, I call it like a, I don't know, it's like a kind of like a Walmart thing in the sense of like, you know, like we've all probably kind of stole some shit from Walmart. And it's because,
Allegedly, but I mean,
Allegedly.
because we know it's such an established institution that we're like, whatever, it doesn't matter
don't
what
care.
we do here or not. Whereas I feel like people kind of have that attitude about things that they shouldn't have that attitude about, and like battle rap is like one of those things. Is they feel like, oh well, this guy's here and he's doing the thing, so this is always gonna be here. To where like I also started feeling that from people too, as far as like, oh, I can tune out because you know I can tune back in whenever I want because you're already doing this thing. It's like, nah, man, I'm fucking trying to get you guys to be interested.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part, though. That's the hard part.
And then it's like trying to get people to be interested in something that you're not even like personally like truly attached to, and it's just like, fuck.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's like, but I was so attached to doing the podcasting and doing the show that I'm like, all right, let me try to make this other thing work so then I can attach, like, basically, like, if I could try to make the battle rap shit still kind of somewhat popular for the channel, then maybe I can just, like, hook my fucking wagon to that and then keep going. Like, even how you were saying at the bar, like, people love to watch people watch shit. But, like, I got to a point where I'm just like, that's not what I'm in it for. I want to just, like... I just like talking my fucking ass off, and I like talking to like other creative people that like fucking getting a little bit crossfaded and talking about fucking
Whatever.
just whatever, fucking all the fucking shit that makes us fucking feel like more of a fucking human than the day to day fucking struggle. You know?
And I can tell you that you love it because you're one to go ahead and just speak to the camera by yourself, as opposed to like bounce off of people and be like, all right, well, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? No, you just carry it on by yourself. So I know that takes a different amount of dedication and also an amount of love for it to go ahead and do it as well.
That's a good way to put it, because I'm more of like, oh, I must be such a narcissist that I just like to fucking talk
Sitting
to a
here
camera.
talking to myself.
Yeah, because even my Patreon, like, God bless them, I got like 7 good patrons, but like I know they're not listening to every single episode. So there's like a weird level to me of like, well, does what I'm doing even matter? But it's like, well, it kind of does, because if I stopped, you know, what if I stop on the time that they decided to fucking tune in? And it's like, oh shit.
This guy stopped. Let me fucking not waste my money. And
Yeah. Or it's like, and like, you never know what other people are going through. It's like, oh, fucking, you know, like even me,
People
like,
been busy, yeah.
I go through waves of like, I'll either be listening to every single podcast that I'm subscribed to or I'm paying attention to for like weeks upon end, or I'm like, I don't want to fucking pay attention to nobody right now for like a couple weeks. But then you come back and be like, man, I'm fucking glad that these guys are staying consistent, because fucking, you know, like, in that,
they're always there for me, no matter like if I decide to go back to it, they're there.
not even so much that they're there for me, but because they're so much there for themselves, they're kind of there for me.
God,
you
dude.
know? And that's something I've been trying to have to learn for myself more lately too, because like that whole protect your energy thing that like, you know, fucking basic bitches on Instagram be talking about, that shit's real though. Like,
It is, but it can
They
make
did.
it's like a thin line,
They
though.
did.
It is a thin line that you walk.
it gets self-indulgent for sure.
They did.
But there is a level of like, if you fucking start fucking around with the wrong shit or you fuck around with the wrong people, it can zap your fucking shit and then make you second guess yourself, and then you stop doing what you're doing. And I'm getting into this weird level of like, I have to really manage that, because if I have a subscriber base, like I have a number that I can like, it's not big, it's not even fucking double digits, but I could still be like, this amount of people are paying attention to me, and if I fuck around and paying attention, no, for real, that's a great fucking for real. And if I fuck around and do something that fucking takes my energy away to make me feel like what I'm doing is worthless or whatever, then yeah, where's the incentive to fucking pay for it? And it's like, where's the incentive to pay attention, whether it's monetarily or with their time? Like, so yeah, no, I've definitely it's been a fucking weird fucking ride lately, but I've definitely been just trying to stay as consistent as possible, fucking, because like, and even you guys, fucking, tip of the hat to y'all, fucking, because what was 199 you said at the beginning? of this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we ain't getting no fist fights yet, bro. Because
And you know, like, I could never, like, I originally started doing this with other people, and I couldn't manage it to be like, like, and I, you know, like, things happen, fucking, people move on, people move physically in different towns and shit, but I wasn't ever able. I think like our original like rendition of the show lasted maybe 50 episodes, as it was with
that's
like
still a
multiple
milestone,
people,
though, for
which
sure.
is cool.
50.
But it's like, I'm such a fucking crazy person that like I can be like, okay, if it's by myself, I can do fucking 300 episodes. But it's so much better. Like there's so much more magic if
Chemistry.
you guys can keep it together as like a group of people.
Chemistry, yeah.
And then like to make it fucking 200 episodes, like that's fucking awesome as shit. Like,
Thank you.
definitely tip of the hat to you guys for that one. And then and same fucking feeling. I've even had moments where I'm like, you know, oh fuck, I'm fucking around with this chick that likes to do coke instead of fucking replying back to me. So then I'm like all heartbroken.
We've all been there. We've all
and
been
I'm
there.
not doing my show and shit. And then
Coke
like,
did.
and then I'm checking my fucking coke did. And I'm checking my Instagram. And I'm like, oh shit, the Slide Through boys are fucking posting again. They're still fucking rolling, you know. And then it makes me be like,
When she's asking you for a crispy 100 to go ahead and roll
oh
that shit.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and it's like, well, fuck.
All she get is a Washington. All she get is dirty Washington.
Damn it, isn't that just a great fucking metaphor for like what that relationship is, right? It's like, I will give you 100, but if you're only gonna fucking roll it up to fucking do a line with, then goddamn, bitch. But, no, yeah, and so it's like the consistency thing is real as fuck, and like yeah, the protection of energy is all. I don't even know how I fucking even like started getting on the. Like I said, hey, if you get me going, dog, I'll just keep going.
No,
So-
no, no.
We won't keep going,
That's
we'll
all
keep
up. I just got one question. How was the reciprocation when you left bots? And then how was it when you created your own channel and you started seeing people like flood in? Because people are obviously watching for you. Like people, obviously, with the bot channel, there was other people running there before you, right? But you went ahead and you took over, and then people watched religiously because they saw like there was an effort that you want to go ahead and make, right? So obviously, people watch for you. They want to hear the news, but they watch for you. But how many people did you see follow you once you left? And then,
Oh, it was terrible.
oh shit,
It
okay,
was absolutely terrible.
I wanna
but
hear the
in
truth,
the best
though.
way though.
right.
It was terrible in the best way
lets you know.
because it made me realize just how much that like everything that I've even been saying so far as like not being tied to it, not being passionate about it. It was a wake up call in just how much I needed to do my own thing because people were instantly pissed. And like also I didn't give the message in a good way. Like I didn't do like I didn't like call everybody together beforehand or even like a group chat beforehand, be like, hey, by the way, guys, I don't really want to do this anymore or whatever. I should let you know that. I just did an episode one day, and I since then I've deleted the episode because I was just like way too angry and I was just talking all this shit because they started talking shit on like the live chat. So then I'm just like, man, fuck you guys. Like, what the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
But so like it just it went to a place I'm like, man, I don't really want to let that fucking stand like that. But nobody took it well. Nobody took it well, and I in turn took it even worse because then I was just like, man, I was dedicating a lot of my own time and dime just to even keep this afloat, and you guys are instantly just like, well, fuck how you feel. Like, you don't want to do this anymore? Well, then what the fuck am I doing with my time, kind of a thing? Which made me mad because I'm just like, well, it's not like I'm fucking deleting the footage. Like, the battles that happened. I recorded them. They look great. I made them, like, I made the graphics for all the shit. Like, I went above
shit
and
look professional.
beyond.
I watched.
Yeah, like I did it in a way to where it's like no other small league would have really did it. So then like I got salty because I was just like, well, fuck y'all. Like if y'all don't want to respect how I feel.
Have y'all
about
seen
this
Central
shit,
Coast Chambers?
You know, like
No, it's funny.
no, I'm fucking respect the keys.
Yeah,
Rest in
respect
peace.
the keys. Respect the keys.
Because even he too, like he had to
Yeah.
work with a lot of fucking
Exactly.
against him. But it was terrible at first, and like it was like realistically. Because of what I did, I got to really learn, like, okay, who really fucks with me just because of me, like who I am as a person, or like the way I like my brand of comedy or
Wants to
whatever
listen
the
to
fuck.
me, you know what I mean?
and I got to learn that it wasn't as much as I thought it was, which is fine. But I got to like develop something even like more personal, because then I got to really see like, wow, these people really just rock with me, whether I'm gonna be still rapping or not. Like, these people are just like, they actually fuck with the show. They want to sign up for the fucking Patreon still, like, even though they know they're not gonna get what they got before, like they, and it's kind of weird because I'm not giving folks what they had before if they initially tuned in for the battle rap, but I'm giving folks a lot more content as far as like I'm doing like way more on my Patreon, as far as like I'm like my Patreon, like my solo podcast show, like half of it is me just talking about just whatever the fuck is on my brain at the moment, and then the other half I just like go in these weird random Reddit rabbit holes where I'm like just reading random like interesting facts about history and shit like that, and people are fucking with it to where it's like, I don't know, it's been weird. I've definitely had it was a humbling experience, because it was like, oh shit, a lot of y'all are only fucking with me because of what I'm providing you. And then other folks are like, oh, you are fucking with me because you actually you genuinely like
with my opinion. You just want to hear my opinion.
You really like what I do, and you like what I'm into as well. And then there's been a lot of folks where I'm like, oh, you definitely only tried to be nice to me because you wanted me to see you in a certain way so I would book you for a fucking battle. Like, there's
So as
definitely
far
a
as the
lot of
shows,
those
though?
folks I've lost. Sorry.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. I feel like
No, you're good. You're good.
So as far as the shows goes now, what would we call your show? What is your show called now?
Ryne Radio.
It's Ryne Radio
Ryne
still.
Radio still,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
keeping the name because I'm just like, God damn it, like it's my name, and like I started, and like I was kind of doing it before I start. That's not true. Like, I definitely started as Ryne Radio on bots, but me and Dan are on good terms. It's not like, I mean, like, he was definitely a little bit salty because he's like, God damn, man, like, fucking all of a
coulda
sudden,
let me know.
yeah, all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're just like, man, fuck all this shit. But
Yeah.
he kind of knows, and like, I've just been honest with him. I'm just like, bro, I'm just like how I am. Like, I can't do no insincere shit like with people. Like, that's just not how I am as a fucking person. Like, I can't do any sort of shit where it's like, I don't really fuck with this person, but there's a certain work relationship there or whatever. I can't do that. Like,
Right.
I've tried. I'm just not that kind of a fucking person. So, and
Same
he
here.
knows that. So where, like, there's no fucking bad blood there by any fucking means. But, sorry, I'm like halfway through what I'm saying. What was even the question again at the beginning?
Like is
I talk
rap
too
battle even a conversation in your new
pod
show?
No,
Okay.
I try. Oh, you're trying to say, yeah, that's what it was. But kind of what the show is more so. So like, I try to really fucking steer away from it now. Like,
Right.
also because it's, I don't want to run that risk again of like, I'm kind of like when I'm a fan of something, I so fucking respect it to the level of like, I'll even, like, how can I even word this? Like,
You don't want a fickle fan. You want
I
a
don't,
legit fan.
I don't want a fickle fan, but I don't even want to fake the front, like to fake the front myself as a fan. So it's like, I'm such even a fan of battle rap that like I don't want to do it anymore. Cause I'm like, I don't have fucking nothing to offer it. Like, I'm not gonna be able to reinvent the wheel by any means, or even keep it spinning in a significant way.
Or
So
I
it's
don't
like-
even want to listen to his battle today. I just don't want to.
And I'm not even like, it's so strange because like if you can get me talking about shit I've seen before or like people I already am invested in, then I can get right back into like being that battle rap head that I am. But for the most part, I don't think I've like actually sat down and watched a fucking battle to like just to enjoy it since like 2017. Like,
wow.
and which is
years
wild because I've done battles since then. I've fucking ran the league since then. But like,
wrote bars for it.
I
Like,
can film a battle and just like
Smoke
not even
motherfuckers?
like listen to what's going on, but just know like what's happening on a physical aspect, like visually, like what I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm not like engaged to like what the person's actually saying, because like there's just so much of it to where like. I think when it's going well, it's one of the best examples of like the English language. But so many people are just like cosplaying their fucking favorite battle rapper to the point of like, and we were also talking about this at the bar earlier, to where people are like, it's not even just how they are when they're performing, but it's how they act outside of the performance. Like people will talk about themselves or their battle as if like people really are fucking watching it. And so it's like, dude, there's like, I know the number that you got on your last shit, like 100, 200 views maybe. And it's like, it's more
3
than
likes.
0. Yeah, it's more than 0, but it's not like you're like, you know, like people started trying to like throw numbers at me like I should be paying them like $300 to battle. I'm like, you can't even bring 3 fucking people to the venue. Like, what are you talking about? And then like people want to, because I understand the level of like how like everything's about ownership now, especially within the world of the arts, and I absolutely relate and understand. But in terms of a battle rap specifically, I think a lot of battle rappers don't understand. It's like, you don't own that fucking footage. Like, you are being contacted and / contracted to perform in a performance that a league wants. A league is
All the
putting-
content you made for bots, bro, like
Yeah. And it's
don't
like,
belong to you.
yeah, none of it.
Crazy.
And people will like, don't get me wrong, there are people out there to where if they show up and they fucking rap for 3 rounds, it's an impact on the channel. It brings people to a channel. But like the number of people that is few and far between, and I've been around battle rap for long enough to know like who those fucking people are. So like if you come to me and you started battling like within the last 2 years, and you're trying to tell me that you need any money, let alone like over 100, I'm just looking at you like you got fucking shit hanging out of your mouth. Because I'm just like, maybe you're not aware of who I am or how long I've been around, but I'm just like, I know what it fucking takes to like actually make money off of doing this shit.
Yeah.
Not that I've made fucking money, like, because I've made no money off of doing this shit is like,
I know how long.
how much like, and I know the people involved that actually make the money. So I'm just like, it got to a level with me where I'm just like, dude, like there's a weird level of delusion with the battle culture that I don't want to participate in anymore.
Is
And
it a delusion with MCs or people in general? I
yeah,
feel
like even like just hip hop in general too, because I think like a lot of hip hop artists, they think that like X amount of work equals X amount of time, and like
X
maybe
amount of
I'm
money.
just a fucking asshole, but it's like I
I'm an asshole too,
definitely
bro, I get it.
don't value battling as much as I value music. Like I would never pay someone for 3 rounds the way I would pay for like a fucking album from somebody. And it's like and even then if I'm paying for an album, I'm $20-$30. I'm supposed to pay $300 for 3 rounds?
Right.
Like you're high as fuck, dog. Like that's a one-time performance, and it's more of my performance than it is your performance because I'm the platform that's putting it on.
Yeah, I'm the one that's putting you on. I'm doing you the favor.
And, like,
I'm giving
true.
eyes on you.
and like I also looked at it like I started looking at it as like Chris Hemsworth. You're not gonna see that motherfucker at a Lucky's passing out copies of Thor. You know what I mean? Like he made his money on
You'll
it
see that
already.
Unless it's
Yeah.
Ezra Miller. Yeah, you might.
No, right? No, for real. But it's like, but battlers have that mentality with their shit. It's like they think they own like the footage, or they think they like. And it's like, no, dude. Like you are participating in a niche thing that's like happening in a vacuum, and it's like it's not. I don't know. Like there's, like I said, there's just a weird level of delusion with the battle world that like I don't really want to participate in anymore.
All right,
And-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, yeah. Like I was just gonna conclude, like, and it sucks to say that because there's a lot of people that I met that I do fuck with and I respect. But as far as like even like people that like I fuck with that I still talk to, like I've even had to tell them like I don't care about the battle rap shit, dog. Like they'll be like, oh, did you see something? I'm like, no, I didn't. Like stop fucking asking me these questions. Like I don't want to talk about this shit for like another 2 years.
There's gonna be people that's gonna watch this interview. I'm sorry.
No, you
They're,
did.
they're gonna like expect battle rap
Yeah.
shit from you.
No, for
but
sure.
what can you say to them to be like, yo, this is my new podcast. It's gonna be all battle rap. What can you expect from me if you really want to hear from me still?
I think, like, if you've ever really, like, I think the best moments of my show was always just me hanging out with people like how we are now. Like, we're just hanging out, shooting
Ranting.
shit, ranting, You know,
Which is fun.
You
Yeah.
know, just when you get creative people that have a level of experience to where they know what it's like to put themselves in their fucking art and like try to like make that in a way that appeals to massive amounts of people, fucking you know, I think that like my show's never changed for that respect. Like
Right.
what's been good about my show, like I think if anything, when I started focusing more on the battle rap is when the show started suffering. To where it's like it made the battling better and like the league was better and like the fans that were there for the battle rap, you know, they were satisfied again. But like what made my show actually good was never necessarily like tied to the battling anyway.
Well, it's like
Exactly.
they say, what anything that's gonna grow is what you put your energy into. So if you're focused on the battle league, then of course
Yeah.
that was gonna do better.
And it's like, even when I would talk to the battlers, more often than not, we would fucking get so like crossfaded and be talking about just random shit that we would fucking forget like to talk about what we were supposed to be talking about. Or like, oh yeah, like
Tangents.
yeah, like anytime we ever like really promoted events, it was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're doing this other thing, you know? But it's like to where I started really learning, like, I don't think the battling is like whatever really made my show well anyway. To where like I think it was easy to get caught into that because I was on a channel that was established as a battle channel. But I think like anybody that actually like wants to fuck with me or what I'm doing, I think they just know like, oh, this fool just smokes hella fucking weed. Just fucking
Hella weed or what?
hella weed. Like honestly, I don't even realize how much until I be like
to buy
smoking with
again?
other people. So I'm like, oh shit, I think I got a problem. Because I'll be like smoking with other people, and they'll ask me questions like, oh damn dog, you'll just smoke like fucking oh shit.
It's fine.
My bad.
It's a good thing it was low key
It's all
empty.
good.
Shout out to Shu. But here's the thing. Those people would be like, you're smoking so much weed, but they smoke cigarettes back to back to back to
Oh,
back to back
well,
to
there's-
back. Like,
Oh,
And they
not
got their
even
own
just
vices.
that.
They
Not
they
even-
they
oh,
fucking
yeah.
they fucking masturbate every night and every morning.
Oh, not
and
even
then-
just that.
and there's nothing wrong with that,
There's
bro.
nothing wrong with that,
Not
but they
even
see
that.
you,
Everybody
but they see
has
you
their own
smoking 2 joints back to
addictions.
back, and they think you got a problem.
Thank you, sir. No, they're more so like, how are you physically able to do
Every
the
night,
things
over the
you do?
morning.
Like they're more about like not even like on a
took a shot at
judgmental level.
Ronnie.
They're just like, wait, can you really just take like 3 dabs and smoke 2 joints and drive a fucking car still? I'm like, yeah,
Hell
dog,
yeah.
I do
This
it a lot.
So that's just a Tuesday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I do it a lot. Like,
That's a morning.
and like to me, it's nothing.
Right.
Like I just been smoking so long, but like then I'll see other people when they be like trying to keep up with me, like because
They
the
be
biggest
dead.
thing, especially with my show, because like if someone's gonna come to my house, I'm gonna cook for you. And, like I'm gonna show you a level of hospitality. Like, you come to my
Respect.
fucking
I
house.
fuck with that.
So it's like I'm gonna cook you tacos. I'm gonna let you smoke on my dabs
White
and shit like
tacos.
that. What's up?
White tacos.
No.
No, what?
No.
I'm just asking white
No,
tacos.
he said white tacos, but
Oh, white tacos. I said white tacos.
I heard white
I thought you
tacos,
said white tacos.
So
and
did
I was
I.
like,
So did I.
I was like, I'm
So
glad you
No,
asked.
no,
I'm
no.
glad you asked.
He's gonna give you the
I
whole
heard white
recipe.
tacos, too.
There's no hard shell fucking tacos
I mean,
over here,
why?
son.
No, why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
It's
Why?
easy. It's
Oh.
easy, and then
Yeah,
like
it's the
depending
easiest
on
thing ever.
you know depending on how many people you got, all you gotta
He
do.
said no.
Because I
no.
because I got I thought you said white. Cause I was like, nah, there's
I heard
no.
that too. I heard
Because
it.
if I think
Oh,
white tacos, I'm thinking hard shell. I'm thinking like hometown buffet style.
Yeah.
Hard shells and ground beef. That's what I'm thinking
Shout
of
out
when I
hometown
think of white
buffet.
tacos.
Rest
but
in
no,
peace.
I live in Hayward, so fucking like I live in Hayward and I live in the fucking Mexican ass side of Hayward. So like I got a good ass fucking was a supermercado fucking by my spot that does like the good ass adobadada beef
Okay,
and shit
okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay.
But tacos is just easy. You fucking go get a fucking pound or 2 of the beef. You throw it on. Fucking get those.
Yeah, whatever meat you want.
And I don't even like they make the shit so good at the fucking supermarket that I don't even like get any extra shit. I just fucking
Yep.
I get a little salsa, just throw that on, easy peasy.
Perfect.
But you know I make sure I give people tacos, but then I dab people out, and I've had to learn to be like, hey dog, we're gonna say that for after the show, because like I'll be like, oh yeah, take a dab, fucking help yourself, and then like I get people on the show and I'm like,
Oh shit!
this fucking- this
They're
fool's
stuffed.
useless,
They're high
dog.
as fuck. They don't
Yeah.
know-
They're hella stuck.
yeah, so I'm like,
Like the
man,
first time I was in the show, I was like, with me and Eric right there, I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
how the hell are we still like, how is
Alive?
this shit still
Are we
recording?
alive?
Dude, at one point I was like, I can't wait for this shit to be over. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now.
So I think that's like my
Yeah.
magic is like I have this weird fucking like white trash fucking hippie gypsy fucking voodoo on people to where, like they fuck with me just because
It's
it's like
welcoming. It's
this,
welcoming.
yeah, like this, they're just like they can't believe like damn, this fool just be getting ripped and he just fucking be talking, he just talks forever. So I don't know, some people fuck with it, so like I'm just trying to keep that going as much as possible.
Sure.
And then ever since I started doing more of the comedy too, I started realizing I was like, I think I'm more of a comic than I am a fucking rapper anyway.
Yeah.
Like, but they're just so interchangeable.
They'll accept you better than Ti. I'll tell you that, bro.
For real. Oh no, fact. I've seen that set too. So I was like, damn, I'm better comic than Ti, dog. Like unacceptable.
but
I didn't even know.
T.I. though.
I didn't even know Ti did.
I mean,
it.
shout out.
He tried.
But if I was running that mic, I would have grabbed that fucking mic from him the way he grabbed that new chain right back. You know what I'm saying? He's like, get your ass off my fucking stage, dog. What are you doing?
Oh
You ain't fucking be up here telling me I can have whatever I like. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to fucking talk about.
All right, man. Before we get into these topics, how about you let the people know how to reach you to your new channel? Because, I mean, obviously it's not Boston no more,
and it is harder a little bit because if you Google Ryne Radio, it pulls up the bot shit.
And you're saying Ryne, and it sounds like Ryan, but it's not Ryan. No, it's Ryne.
Yeah, Ryne. Ryne like a rhinestone, but Ryne, Ryne Radio. And it's everywhere, but like I said, on YouTube specifically, you have to find the channel itself.
Okay, so how would they go about that?
Yeah, it's there. You have to scroll though. That's what
Until
sucks.
they see your face?
Gotta scroll
you have to just find the channel itself. It'll show the channel, but like the first few, like I'd say, like the first 4 or 5 searches is my most recent
I'm
episode.
gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, because
We're gonna find
if you
out.
do it, it goes by like the most subscribed channel.
I
So
see.
like,
Okay.
so to do it, you have to kind of scroll. But if you find like the channel itself, it's Ryne Radio.
Yeah.
The Patreon's super easy. That's the easiest one to find. That's Ryne Radio. And if I'm smart, I should probably just link the YouTube channel to the fucking Patreon. That's probably the way to do
Well,
that.
I mean, you just made the
And-
distinction right now, so I mean.
And honestly, Ryne Radio on Instagram is probably the most ubiquitous way because then that's easy to find. I'm the first one to find on Instagram, and I have a link tree in my bio, so that takes you to everywhere. So that's
Ryne
also
Radio
super fucking easy.
Instagram.
You
You
trying to
want
make
to pull
it
up Ryne
easy?
Radio?
It wasn't that hard to find, bro. You're the first one. You're the first one. No, I'm not even
Radio.
just saying that.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I think I'm just putting enough out then that
Yeah.
like,
There you go.
and I just did an episode this a
Yeah.
couple days ago with my homie Sasquatch Josh too. So
Now, when you drop these, do you go live? Kind of like
I
what the
do go
bots
live.
how it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the same formula, but like I try not to like keep
Yeah.
myself. I don't have a dedicated
Yeah.
day anymore,
Yeah.
which is probably a mistake because like you know if you tell people like, oh, I go live every Sunday at 9, then they know. But with my schedule the way it is and like the way I'm doing shit lately, I'm just like, hey, look, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and then follow me on Instagram. You'll know in the like if I know at the end of the day I have
Yeah.
somebody at the beginning of the day, I'm pretty good about like, oh hey, tonight we're going live. Like
Yeah.
fucking make sure you tune in, do all this fucking stuff and all the fucking
I
things.
just think that's so legit because I still remember like when we were out there to know that you guys had people live, giving you guys some questions to answer, and then another following question. Like to me, even at the stage that I was in, I was like, this is pretty high, like pretty
Yeah,
dope.
man.
While I'm looking at it high as hell, like okay, this is fucking dope. Like how the
Yeah.
hell did they really, you know what I mean? The fact that people really just tuned in, really asking you guys questions.
You're
and
part
then-
of a community.
Yeah, and then like they're answering the question, and then they're replying back to like their responses, like haha, or like oh what the fuck, get out of here, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like that type of shit. I think that's so like
Yeah, no,
it's
like-
it's good. It's so like it's almost like it's in a way it's a must to do it at least every once in a while. So I get you. Don't do
Yeah.
it all the time, but at least give it back to them.
No,
like,
yeah.
once.
Every time I record, I definitely go live, but it's just like I just don't have that level of consistency anymore. To where I'm like, okay, every Sunday because it's
Yeah.
it's hard to fucking book people, and it's like
yeah.
realistically, my shit don't even got 100 subscribers, so it's not like people are gonna just fucking be like head over like, oh damn, I gotta fucking be on that shit. Where it was a little different when I was on the Boss channel, to where even though it wasn't my shit,
Yeah.
at least if I approach somebody, I'd be like, hey, this shit is fucking 24. So people would be a little bit more like, oh shit, I'm gonna make sure I get on it. To where like now when it's my shit, I've already seen people be like, oh yeah, we can reschedule, right? I'm like, yeah, we
Yeah.
can reschedule, dog. It's fine. But, no, you're
You
right
could-
though.
You can
It-
drop
it-
your own solo shit.
No, that's what I've been doing on Patreon.
Yeah, a little 15-minute talk.
Yeah, that's what I do on Patreon every morning.
Okay,
so
okay,
like,
okay.
because on the bots thing, I got on bots, I got too used to going live by myself.
Right.
So then when I started my own channel, I was like, okay, the way I'm going to separate this is if you're paying attention to YouTube, that's always going to be a guest. Sometimes that might mean I have 3 guests in a week. Sometimes that means I'm not going live for 2 weeks. But the Patreon is going to be every single day. I throw like a little 15 to 30 minute episode up.
Okay.
So that way there's a solo podcast, but then it's not like overtaking my YouTube channel, because like some people don't mind a fucking solo cast, but like you guys know, like it's way better to fucking bounce off of people.
Right.
Like so that's the way I separate it. Like if you want to see the solo cast, that's on the Patreon, but if you want to only check out when I have a guest, that's on YouTube, and I upload on Spotify. And I don't know if you guys know, but on Anchor FM you can upload your video onto Spotify now, so you can have a video podcast on Spotify the way Rogan does it now too.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire.
so I've been doing that lately too. So that's, you can see my shit on everywhere now. But
Yeah.
that's how I separate it. If it's like the YouTube or the Spotify podcast, that's when I have a guest, and then the Patreon's when I have a solo, when it's just myself. So then I'm like, well, fuck, you can't complain. You paid for it, like, or maybe you could complain. I don't know. Maybe that means you can complain more,
Well,
Pay for it.
That
So.
means you have a right to complain.
right? But
Should we get into these topics?
Yeah, no,
Ryan, you're a
please,
fucking
man.
pod god. You're a fucking
Ryan.
pod god.
I like that. I can go for
No,
it.
you good, you good. We went to a soccer game last weekend. It was the Monterey has their own soccer team now.
I was not
CSUB.
even aware.
Yeah, they're
It's
known.
not,
No.
It's you something
It's
FC.
Monterey.
See, I didn't even know they
UNFC.
had their own soccer team.
MCUFC,
I thought they were players from you.
MUFC.
MUFC.
MBFC, basically Monterey
MB.
Bay Soccer Football Club.
Football.
But
Okay.
the team is called Union.
Union.
Yeah, it's the Monterey Union.
La Union.
They host their games at the CSUB. It's a college that's nearby. They host their games right there in that field, and yeah,
They
we
remade the whole field. It looks nice.
yeah it's a good time. It's a good time, especially for locals that because for long as we didn't really have much out here to do, but this is one of the things where like even if you're not really into soccer, you could just go with your family, your friends, or take a date or something like that, and go to a soccer game, and it's always a good time. And we us 4 of us right here, me, Ricky, Ronnie, and Eric. And even Chewbox right here, we all went, and it was a good time. It was a good time. So how'd y'all feel about we lost? We lost.
That's my
That's the
first
whole
question.
thing.
We lost, but it was still a good time though.
It's
It
like,
was.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like I'm the biggest fan, but
It was just nice to
I'm not
be
gonna
out.
say like, oh, we lost. Like we lied. Like I'm. I
It's
don't
like
feel
I
like
lifted
I'm
up my shirt and I had all the paint.
I'm not a part of that.
Certain
but-
number with the guy's last name. In his name.
It was a good game though. It was unexpected. It was a good game though, and I had a lot of fun though. It
Bro,
was.
we almost saw a fight.
Saw
No,
like
we
almost 2
almost.
fights.
We did see. We saw a little pushing. We
Well,
saw.
like-
we saw a soccer fight. It was a soccer
Yeah.
fight.
We saw like two altercations, which was really cool because I haven't seen an altercation with this team.
Yeah, it
with
was
the
a-
last 2
That's
games I
fire,
saw. So seeing this game and then you got to an altercation.
It was a LeBron replay, essentially what it was.
Yeah, they're playing against the LA Galaxy 2.
Oh shit! So they're like a fucking an MLB team, or what,
Yeah,
is that
pretty-
what-
What's
It's
that
LA
movie?
Galaxy's B team.
MLS.
They're the minor
MLS.
MLS. They're like the minor of the MLS.
Oh, so it was like a preseason scrimmage because the
No.
LA Galaxy is like a
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
but they
well-known
got 2
team.
teams. They got
Well, the LA
the
Galaxy has the LA Galaxy 2, which is like their sub team. And that
Yeah.
oh, but it's the same name. Oh, that's
yeah.
whack.
It's under the team.
I like.
for the base.
I
Yeah,
want the
yeah,
top
yeah. It's the
tier
minor,
shit.
but I like it when the minors do like what is it? Fucking like the San Jose there's
Sharks.
like there's the San Jose Giants or whatever, and that's the minors for the San Francisco Giants. So it's like it's the same name, but it's a
I see
different
what you
town
mean.
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
Warriors and Santa Cruz Warriors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Warriors.
it's like if it's gonna be the same thing, like you should, like I said, the
G League
Galaxy
type of shit,
should
yeah.
be like I don't know, the universe or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
But-
well,
Nonetheless, it's still
I'm thinking-
entertaining though. It's still
Oh, no,
entertaining.
Another
yeah,
game this Saturday. They're playing San Diego.
Okay, okay. No, I mean realistically, like all sports, as long as like people are willing to show up and drink and be rowdy, like every
Right.
fucking sports game is a good
The
time.
energy
like-
has to be there.
And I felt like for this game, I feel like everybody was more united more than ever, just because they knew they were playing against like a popular-ish team.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're like more united than ever because like the last 2 games I went before that, everyone was kind of on and off. But for this one,
We're like this.
this is everybody. This is one side of the field. This is the other side of the field. We all came like this.
Oh, okay. It's like the X-Men
Everybody
intro.
told-
Yeah.
The 90s is just dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Everybody just like Wolverine together. Everyone just like, yeah, I'm Wolverine. yeah. But it was a good time, good food, good beer. Yeah, good times, man. It was a good
What
time.
kind of what do they serve? Like,
They-
what is it like nachos?
They had
I didn't eat. What y'all
nachos.
eat?
They had a taco truck. They had we have a
baked
place called
potatoes.
Nacho Business. It's like a nacho spot down the street. They had their vendor out there,
yeah.
and then they had a Chick-fil-A stand out there.
I didn't see that one.
I ain't seen no
was looking
Chick-fil-A.
for
Yeah, it's like a small red one. It's like a
Damn,
small red
Chick-fil-A
one.
stand.
Yeah, you ain't see
Chick-fil-A,
it. You
bro.
ain't
Chick-fil-A
check.
love
Yeah.
making money.
It wasn't
guys.
there, you
They're
lied.
You weren't there.
geniuses.
really.
Hey, bro,
there.
Chick-fil-A is about their
I
money
respect
as
it.
long as it's not on a Sunday, bro.
True
That's what
liar.
they're
Respect
about.
it, bro.
True
You gotta
liar.
have standards.
It was a Saturday, so Chick-fil-A went all out. We gotta get this money before we take the day off.
I
So, you know what I'm saying?
respect it, man.
Oh, that's
Damn,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
even got the food truck out there.
Yeah, they got
That's
a
fucking
there's a
impressive,
taco
bro.
truck. They had a baked potato stand.
Dude, minor league sports are just the funnest fucking thing to go to. Like, no matter what the sport is. Like,
because it doesn't really matter, but you're just there.
but
just
it
for, like,
does.
but it does
It
too,
does
because
matter.
It does when you're there.
it
you
does
know?
when you're there. Yeah.
Like, dude, a homie of mine
He
just
still has a
became.
bracelet on.
I still have my bracelet on, dude. I
That's
fucking love this
town
bracelet.
pride
Take it
right
off,
there,
homie.
man.
It is, bro.
You
It's
ain't
like
got your
VIP,
bracelet
bro.
on.
It's not 2007 anymore.
I fucking walked
I
into the
love
club. I was
boobies.
like, hey,
I
bro,
love
you don't need to
boobies.
check my ID. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
I'm still out here
I
rocking
play-
fucking
I-
rubber
I-
band
I-
wristbands.
Hey, bro,
dog.
I play center.
One of the players was at B-Dubs when we're eating. When we
Where?
were leaving, I
Was he?
seen him. Yeah, but he didn't play. Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't play.
He didn't
One of the
play.
players was at B-Dubs when
I
he didn't
hadn't
play.
seen him too.
Zach-
by then.
Hey, Eric,
That's
I was
one
gonna
of the
tell him
players
what's
I've been
up, but
wanting
like he
to
didn't
see
play.
play.
Hey, I was gonna ask him
Play.
for
I
an
don't know
autograph
what
for
the
the
fuck's
pig,
going on.
but
He didn't play.
He
Yeah,
looked
he
healthy
played.
in B-Dubs, but I don't know what's going
A
on.
bench season. That's probably why he was there. Fuck it. I might as well just go
Nah,
ahead and
dude,
just
I love
eat all
minor
these wings.
sports, man. A homie of mine
we
just
lost, but
became
I got paid.
a fucking. He became a minor league baseball player this year, and he's on the San Jose, the West Bay Reds. That's what it is. They're out of San Jose, and the fucking one game that I turned up to, full on fight happened, and I'm not even just like a little fucking, not at all.
You're bad luck, Ryan. You're bad luck, Ryan.
Physical assault, like fucking. Like,
Bats were swinging.
not bats, but bro, it went out into the fucking crowd, and then like one of the fucking baseball, the one of the cats on the other team, his family was there, and you could tell they were definitely like street type fucking folks. They started getting involved, so then other people like people started really getting, dude, a full on fucking
Like
Full-on fight?
Donnybrook happened.
It was
bro.
probably after the last
Like,
Spots episode.
both-
Had to be.
Both teams fighting, people from the crowds
What were
fighting.
you doing?
I fucking started jumping. I ran out. I didn't get involved, but like it's my homies playing. It's my
Yeah.
homie and his brother, and like his brother is like fucking punching like 3 different fucking cats. So then like they like him up,
Why would
and
they hit
then
a
my
cat?
homie like fucking like Juggernaut freaks out, throws his helmet off. Not my fucking brother. So then I'm like, fuck, do I gotta get involved?
Respect.
And I'm just hanging out because I'm like literally
Grab
I'm
a
hanging
bat.
out with another cat that's like we're both friends of this fool. So we're both like, do we have to get involved? Because like you know, at first it's just both the teams. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, if it's team on team, I don't want to. It's not my shit. But then when I'm seeing like random people from the parking lot get
Yeah.
involved, I'm like, all right, well, what point am I?
All
what,
in.
What point as a friend am I supposed to jump in? You know what I mean?
Did you jump in though, or
No, it got broken up like
Okay,
as
okay.
soon as it like it was just one of those, you know, like it's happening super fast. So I'm like, fuck, do I gotta kick somebody in the face? Like, what the fuck am I doing? And then
like,
like
fuck it, I put my boot back on. Shit.
the moment I'm like deciding what I'm doing is like when it separates, and because it's Palo Alto, the fucking cops are there like instantly. So I'm like, so I was like, all right, cool. I'm glad I didn't fucking hit on nobody or whatever. And then I'm like, fucking talking to people. I'm like, yeah, why don't we just do some hot boy shit in a fucking not hot boy area, like real fucking good, guys.
we can do a Ron Radio episode right here, right now,
I
bro.
like
He started
honestly,
broadcasting
like,
live. He goes live.
no,
to see.
I'm
doing
trying to
fucking
get them all to
Joe
be on my show.
Rogan.
Hey, so how'd you feel after that knockout?
No, dude, I even went to the bar bar with
That
those
would've
guys
been fire.
afterwards, and it was like the best because it was the best. Like it was one of the best bar nights I've ever had because even though I wasn't on the team or whatever, I got to see like the moment that they all became like a team. You know, so like I'm like sitting there like they're all so jazzed up. They're even buying me fucking drinks just because I'm there. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking West Bay Reds, woo! Like, don't even care. Wasn't
That's
even
how they
involved.
recruit you with alcohol, bro. That's how
For
they get
real,
you.
no. I was
Look at
even like, fuck,
everybody.
maybe I should be a fucking minute, man.
Hey, this is a good team. I want to be part of this.
God, fuck, man, I could probably play short.
Y'all do this every weekend?
You can probably put me in outfield, shit.
You know what I'm saying? I could be equipment manager. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Manager.
though, like, and it was so funny because I was joking with the fool like before going there because I was just like, well, what kind of game are y'all playing? Is this minor league ball? It's just minor league ball, dog. Like I want to see y'all smoking on the mound, and I want to fucking see a fight. Like I was just joking with them, but like then I show up and they start
He
fighting.
told the team, "Hey, my homie's coming. He wants you to fight."
I was convinced that that's what happened, dog. I was just like, because it took.
Damn,
it was
man. Watch me
like,
find out.
it was like 3 innings, and they started fighting, and I was like, all right,
Bet.
cool.
Bet, bet.
So the game ended
Let's go to the
early
bar.
Yeah, they were. They're like, all right, the game's over. They forfeited because they started fighting. So it's like, let's just go to the bar. He's like, we're not even gonna play our second game because the umpire doesn't want to. The umpire doesn't want to stay. I said umpire.
He said, fuck this.
I bet. He probably ain't eat lunch since like.
Yeah, because he's just like, fuck, these fucking ghetto fuckers are fighting. I don't even want to stay around here for this. Fuck all this shit. It's not what I showed up on a Sunday for.
So in all, how was the soccer game though? I enjoyed it. I thought the soccer game was fun, bro.
Soccer
I thought
game
it
was
was
fun.
I wanna go back. I do want to go back again.
Go this weekend. This
Aren't they out of town or are they
no,
playing?
they're home.
They're playing? Oh, they're
San-
home?
San
No, I
Diego's
thought they were in
coming.
San Diego this Saturday.
I'm going to the fair this
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, I'm going to the fair.
That's
Is this weekend?
That's this
Yeah,
weekend.
this weekend.
When's the game? Because I can choose either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I mean,
The
It's
game's
next
always
week.
the game's always Saturdays.
But I thought they were away this week.
No,
You sure?
I'm positive.
Eric's drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Go back here again this week.
Yeah.
For sure. No more sagging campaign. I feel like this was something from high school.
Bro,
They've been trying to do that.
no, it's still a thing.
so this was in Salinas. And apparently in Salinas, they want to go ahead and be like,
Like
yo,
a whole city wise, like
Stop
It's like a movement. Like it's
stop
like a campaign.
sagging. If you can't afford a belt, we'll pay one for you. We'll appoint you a belt. But at the end of the day, bro, you ain't buy these pants for me. I'll wear them any way I want. If I want to wear them around my ankles, if I want to wear them
Hey, you
around
know
my
what's
knees,
funny, though?
suck my dick, teachers. Eat a dick. Fuck you, Miss. I'm joking.
Hey, you
Miss
remember-
Malloway. What's up, Miss Malloway? That's right. I'm saying names. I'm dropping names.
No, the teacher I was talking about, we saw her at the soccer game too, which is funny as
Is
fuck.
that the one that gave Chew the blanket or not?
No.
Okay.
Wait, who gave you a blanket?
A teacher?
Yo.
It probably was her, that bitch. Was she thick?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
Yo, check this out. Check this out.
looks
The fucking day of the game, right? It's in Marina, which is nearby Monterey-ish.
Okay.
But it's super cold. It gets super foggy.
It was a
I
lot.
picked this guy up. He shows up in a fucking V-neck type T-shirt. I'm like, bruh, are you sure you don't want to get a jacket? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
The funniest shit though. It's good for the recovery. It's good for the muscles. Oh, bro, shut up. You're gonna get cold.
Yeah. Did you want to say
You're gonna be
what
cold.
happened? Like when he
That's
got
gonna
to
be
the
my
game?
new
At first-
excuse for everything.
At first,
It's
you know,
just
you
good
know
for
the
the muscles,
singles.
dog.
You know what they do. You know they cross the arms, just trying to look. You know, like not make it too obvious. He made it obvious once he put his hands in his crotch.
Was he did the
Trying to
prayer?
keep him warm.
Did the prayer
He
hands
did
in
the
the
prayer
crotch?
hands between the crotch. Yeah, started shaking the legs. That's when the teacher saw, and she's obviously the mom. She was like, "Hey, here, just take this. Like, we don't need it right now."
You know
this
what?
and
My son is using this blanket.
that." Nah, the funniest shit, the kid came up and he noticed the blanket.
Yes.
He wanted his shit back.
Did you take it back?
Nah,
Oh, hell
Chew's a
no.
dickhead. He said, "Nah,
You
it's
got
my
my
shit."
blanket?
I
Fuck
can't even
no,
tell
fuck.
if he's joking or not. I feel like this.
Dang, out here stealing
Yes.
bankies?
Nah.
Okay, you know,
The
But
kid
cause-
hugged his dad like,
Yes.
"I want my blanket," and the mom's like, "No, he's using it. Let him use it."
Oh, that's crazy.
And then I told Chew, I was like, "Bro, just give it back to the kid. Like he wants it. Like he's like,
No,
oh,
fuck that
here."
kid.
And then the mom's like, "No, but you know, at that point, you just insist.
Yeah.
Like,
They
nah,
shoot
here,
out
like,
their
hey,
ass.
here,
If they
kid."
give you their blanket, the kid's cold, bro. You give the blanket back.
He said, "All right." Chew's
I mean-
a demon, dog. He's a demon. He said, "Fuck them kids."
No, but like,
that was on
but-
the left side. I was on your left side.
Yeah.
Damn it, bro. That's her.
Is that
Damn.
her? as a teacher?
Look at you. You look so white. That's probably why she accepted you.
No, but like it was like to the point where like I feel like it was like a lesson for the kid. Like, listen, you need to learn that you have more than others. There's always gonna be some people that have less than you, and you have to find out. You just have to have those days. You're just gonna come across those days where you're like, you know what, this person needs it more than I do. Let me
You
just
pulled up hella fresh.
pulled up with those Nikes, with those fucking foreign, unique, one of one Nikes.
No, you're just a bully, bro. That's what you are, bro.
Hey, you're a demon. I respect you. Said, fuck
saying?
this kid.
El
I got your
demonio. El
blanket.
demonio.
You know what I'm saying? But back to the no more
You started
sagging
whacking off in a
campaign.
blanket.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, if it's like a school thing, then
I understand if it's
yeah,
a
No,
school
it's a-
thing.
wait,
who gives a
what?
And
fuck?
the reason why I brought this up because this teacher that you got so lovely blessed by, she every single day like, pull your fucking pants up,
Yeah.
pull your pants up, pull your fucking pants up. Again, I was 16, 17 years old, so I get it. Like,
Yeah.
but also you didn't buy these pants for me. I stole these all by myself. So
I earned these pants.
Yeah.
Don't wear the tag.
I mean, I
I'll
was
show you
more
the
so-
ink right now.
I was almost like the opposite. I was just like, if it's school, like, who gives a fuck? It's like, what are you really teaching me that like really requires a fucking dress code? To where I'm like,
Nothing.
if it's a bar or something, like, depending on the place, I'm not mad at them. Like,
But that's more older. You're
Yeah.
older now when you get to the age.
so that's
of
why I'm
21.
like, if it's like
Yeah.
a cocktail lounge and they're like, hey, dog, we kind of got a dress
Oh,
code
it's
here.
respect-
You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure.
I would
You're trying to
respect
step
that.
in. You're trying to step into the strip club with some basketball shorts on. It's like, all right, fam, I see what you're doing. I know what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
It was like,
Chill.
put sweatpants on.
You better put some fucking thick jeans on. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can go in there with sweatpants still, bro.
Oh, certain ones, huh?
That's how ghetto it is, guys.
It has to be a jumpsuit.
It's to be a jumpsuit.
Pants down.
Girls don't believe in opposite day, dude. They believe in the
Girls
Mercury
believe
retrograde.
Whatever
You're a
they need to
demon.
believe when it suits them, dog.
So did you guys sag your pants?
Yes,
You guys-
1000%.
I did, but I didn't need to.
When I'm drunk, my pants get lower. Pause. But yes.
Tequila makes his clothes
No, it
fall.
sounds gay, but like yo, like
They
the,
give
the
the
drunker I
the
get,
pants
like yeah,
up.
it's like
Now you know people just get them drunk, the pants come down.
Have you given one more shot?
Slowly. The more shots you give them, the more it sags, the more they go down. Once he's faded
Inch
and
by inch.
just,
My
you know,
It's
blacked
go
out,
time.
my
It's
lady
go
protects
time.
me.
they're
My,
at the knees.
my lady
It's go
pulls them back
time.
up for me, but she pulls them back up for me.
That's love.
It's go
So
time.
wait till we get home.
Hey, she rubs the thumb as she pulls it up.
Well, fuck it, a little thumb is better than penetration.
Okay. So what's the next topic? So speaking of ladies and all that, what's the most sexual the most
What's
sexual
most
partners?
sexual partners in a day?
Okay, so there's this.
Fuck. I'm not
Explain,
even on the
explain,
chart
explain
here.
to me the story. Why this question?
Just because I was going through my feed, and it's just a random fact that just kind of sticks out. Like, us as men have that number, be like, yeah, this is my number, right? And then I was reading the story, and it goes like, this bitch slept with 919 men within 24 hours.
Which is I think is
Jesus
impossible.
Christ.
I think is impossible.
It's
but
impossible, right?
Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
I think it's possible.
You think a lady can
Can you
sleep
pull
with
up
909?
But what's the definition of sleep though? Sleep is it having sexual
okay,
intercourse?
yeah,
Sexual
sex.
intercourse
Even
until
then,
they oopsie daisy and then it's up to the next one.
I believe so.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Look, at
Or
top-
is she just
at
like
top-
sitting on the dude once and like, okay, I'm going on to the next one. Like she has them lined up, just
got
just,
them lined up.
just frog hopping, leapfrogging all
Yeah,
around.
there's some
you
kind
know?
of asterisk here,
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way this
How does
lady
she
had
know? What was it,
919 of
919
enjoyable sex.
Keep
people
track.
like that.
Hold on. The thing's right there, but I might be wrong. It says 7. Oh no, it is.
No.
Lisa Sparks is an American
She-
lady, holds the world record of sleeping with the highest number of partners in a day. She bedded 919 men in less than 24 hours.
I like that word,
Let me
bedded.
say this. You know,
Less than
Bedded.
24 hours.
you know how many minutes there are in a day, which is 24 hours? I just looked it up right now.
But see, the thing is, though,
1,440.
but
So you're 500 minutes away from fucking all those people in
a minute.
Less than 24 hours.
There's no way.
But
I
not
think-
only
think about
that,
it. Just
Yo, all
let me
these
look at her
dudes were
face.
busting
What's she
quick.
look like? What's she look like?
oh yeah, no, if I would. Oh, never mind. I saw the tits first. So I was
She
like-
looks
No,
like
she
the-
got that fire.
She looks like the Hulk without the green.
No, she
I
got
only
that
saw
fire.
I only saw the top half at first. Before I saw the face. I was like, I'd be
She
920.
looked like the Hulk without the green.
Scroll down, what else does
No, I
it
remember
say
the
how
first
she
one.
did
The
it?
first one that came out in the early 2000s.
Scroll down more. Does it say how she did it?
Talking about
Damn,
Lou.
bro, you knew when that
No, I
shit
don't-
dropped like
of
it was
course
a
it don't
mixtape
say how she
compilation.
Talking
did
about
it.
Lou Ferrigno,
Look,
bro. He
look,
came
they
in
had
the
a
King Queen.
cameraman. In addition to reference, 6 cameras were used to carefully record the event.
And they put an exclamation mark on it too, like record the event, right? Like we got this. But
Oh, and the person
see-
who she beat was
Lisa Sparks.
759.
see, but the thing is though too is she was trying.
She was trying to beat a record.
Yeah.
So
that's
what
the thing,
counts?
too.
Because you can get one penetration and gut out. Essentially, that counts, right?
I mean, I think penetration counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't.
just
I
go
don't
in,
think
you go out. You don't got to bust.
because I think bad sex still counts as sex, right? So
For
it's
sure.
like if you just
Yeah,
go
for
in
me
and
every
out,
single time.
Yeah,
so
that's
if you
crazy.
just go in and out and just hop on fucking one after the other.
Yeah.
Then it's more of just like an athletic competition than it is like you really fucking people. Like I want to know like what's the real number of somebody, like how many times can you have sex with somebody and like enjoy it, like have real sex with somebody.
Well, I mean, it's
Bro,
different
I
for
hit
guys,
4
though.
and I felt
That's
dirty.
what I'm saying. Like maybe
Yeah,
it's 3 or
4.
4.
Probably
I
2 or
felt
3.
dirty.
I don't even think I've hit twice. Like maybe with the same person, I've done more than twice for sure.
Of course.
But I think at best, I think I think one day I came very close to having sex with 2 different people in the same day. But I don't think it happened.
We talking 24-hour span though, right?
But even then, a 24-hour span. No, okay, yeah, I've done 24 hours.
That's
span.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
24 hours
24-hour
span.
span. I've had 2.
For sure.
But but I came close to like within a couple hour span one time. So I was like, fuck, I can meet old girl at 4 and then meet other old girl at 8. Cool, but it didn't happen.
The shit works
Sometimes
out.
it'll be like this roommate and then that roommate.
was
That's
like,
the way it goes,
Hey,
bro.
yo, but don't you love it when that shit just works out? Oh, well, she's free there in the morning, and then she's free there in the afternoon. Oh, and then she's free on the late night. Oh,
I don't
my
have that
God.
luxury anymore. I'm a jackass. I fucking ruined all my chances now. I'm like, shit, do you want to fucking be serious? And they'd be like, dog, you're a dumbass. I just wanted to fuck. Bye. I'm like, ah, shit. There goes another one. That's pretty much my life
Oh,
in the 30s.
no, man. They had that
Searching for
post.
love.
That's my life in the 30s.
Had that
But
fucking.
there used to be a time when I was just dude. I used to like be
You was
living with
slinging.
my parents, driving a '96 Corolla that leaked oil, and I was slinging dick all up and down the fucking East Bay, slinging dick in that car too. I wasn't even cleaning the seats on that motherfucker, and still making it happen.
You're hearing Google Gaga
Now-
on the seats?
now I
Google Gaga on the seats?
Now I got a brand new. I got a place on my own, brand new car on my own, all that shit. Can't fucking get one to come over to save my fucking life. I don't know what the fuck's going
But
on.
that's
Maybe
crazy,
sometimes
though.
you just
Like,
gotta get up
Somebody
the
put a
subway,
hex
bro.
on my ass.
no, but that's crazy, though. You really be getting the most box when you don't have,
When
when you don't have nothing.
And what's wild was like I was just doing whatever because I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna take none of these chicks seriously because if they want to fuck me at this point in my life, then they're probably not that great.
And that's the thing though, because that's where I'm at, bro. I was like,
And now I'm
You
like,
for
fuck,
real?
I can't
Right?
find one to save my life. So
You
I'm
don't
like,
see I'm a fucking screw up?
You know what I'm saying? This shit been on E.
I'm trying to give you red flags, bitch.
Trying to give
Girls
you
like
all
the
the
red
red flags. E.
Dude, it's weird how it works out like that, man. Like you're
Girls
right.
like red
You'll actually
flags.
tell one, you're like, hey, I actually got my shit together and I actually want to be something serious. They're like, dude, you're boring,
Right?
But if you be like, hey, I'm all over the place. I'm fucking like 6 at a time.
I
ain't trying
might
to be
have an
serious at all."
STD. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Like, fuck, I'm in love with you. Like, do you want to have my baby? I'm like, no. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
Like,
want to have your sister's baby? Shit.
I used to love. I used to, one of my favorites was like how they'd be like, "You kiss your mother with my mouth, or you kiss your mother with that mouth." But I'm like, no, I'll kiss your mother with this mouth. Though.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So this was
man.
definitely organized.
Yeah,
I guess
definitely.
to find
Yeah.
out how it was done, we gotta watch.
So you
the
thought it
video.
was like random dudes, like
No, I figured
Well,
it was
like,
bro, there's no
randomly
way that you're gonna
organized,
need
dude.
nine-
Movie night,
Yeah.
movie night. We play here.
Nah, bro. This is definitely like an event. Dudes with like certain passes.
Yeah, this was like a
Little
Craigslist
keychain.
ad.
Yeah.
Slash.
She didn't just walk into the movie theater and say,
No.
"All right, who wants to do me?"
I mean, that is a great.
Keychain.
I mean, I am still impressed with the logistics involved in
Yeah.
fucking 919.
Yeah,
movies,
still.
even if it's
That's
like
crazy.
you just bounce on one to the other. Because it's like, how do you line that up? Like,
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm
think
not gonna
about
sit next to you with my fucking shit hard. You know what I mean? So
Right?
it's like,
they're professional.
I'm
but
in line with the
919
homies.
professionals? Like, that's a lot of professionals.
The porn
That's
industry
a
is
whole
huge.
industry.
That's everybody.
That's everybody.
And new recruits.
That's every Johnny Sins
At least-
jobs right there.
At least 30 people got seniority that day. Like, for sure. Like, 30 people at least broke into the business and got their seniority in one
Right.
day right there.
Made something with themselves. You know,
There's,
maybe made something with their lives.
I wouldn't be surprised if a couple got their SAG card,
Imagine,
too.
like,
you
dude,
know what I mean?
are you, you're professional? I got the pass.
I got the
my
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're just like,
you know
they're
that
shitting
chick with
bricks. Like, yeah, dude,
919
do this all the
bodies?
time, man.
I'm 918.
Yeah, no, that's...
I do this all the time. fam.
Okay, I mean, so that is a better question. Out of 919, like, what number would you guys rather
Who went
be?
first? I'd rather go first.
First,
You wanna
yeah.
go first?
I'd rather go first.
I don't know.
Oh shit, my bad.
My
I
thoughts.
think everyone wants to go first,
think I
bro.
wanna
My
go
thoughts.
Imagine
My
being-
thoughts. My thoughts are with the 919 dude. I want to know what he was thinking.
Oh, he was,
I want to know what he
the
was.
most disappointed.
I want to know.
What made you
I
go
want to know what
last?
he was going through. I want to know what he decided. You know what I mean? I want to know
No,
what that
no,
guy's
no.
life.
He
I
was-
want.
wait,
I want to watch a documentary of that guy's life right there.
Yo.
I need a
What
whole
if he was-
Netflix
What if
special.
he was the
He was
only
the
one that
most
enjoyed
disappointed
it?
for
What if he
sure.
was the only one that got to nut?
Hey, how about how she felt? Because all she had to do was beat what? 759.
I know, right? That's an overachiever.
Right? So she
Over.
went.
She went overboard.
Yeah,
she
she
went over.
like she could have went at 800 and still overachieved.
Exactly.
So she like had a point to prove.
So she's a failure, is what we're saying?
No,
No,
no.
she's
How
a
does she's an
success.
overachiever?
But like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
To be like,
How
all
was
right.
she after like?
How do you choose to cut it up at 919?
I mean, when you're breaking records, you definitely want to be like, okay, I don't want to
Yeah.
just break this bitch's record. I want to be like, okay,
I want to
top
be
this.
the record. I want to
Yeah.
be the
But
record.
like,
Yeah.
you went like
like
another
the pull-up
100
record.
beyond that.
Right?
To
It's
be
like the pull-up record when David Goggins beat the pull-up record. No, it's just like that. He didn't just want to
Facts.
beat it by like 2 or 3.
Exactly.
He wanted to make a statement, so like, he
Yeah.
went way over until.
She wouldn't have
Until
been
it
Definitely
was
made
done,
a
yeah.
statement.
competing with the one from Latin, the one that
Yo, imagine being 120
Yeah.
and being ready, like, yeah.
That's
Then
what I
she's
mean,
like,
it's
no,
like-
no, I'm done.
She knew she had to touch 759 for sure.
Even Barack Obama follows her on
live,
Twitter
so both
though.
of them were
Oh,
at
so she didn't even know she had to touch 759.
No, both of them were at 900 because they were both competing.
Oh, they have a clip.
Wow. Oh, they got a video?
They're
It's
all
on
brown.
YouTube.
They're
Yeah,
all
look at
brown.
look
Still
at
talking
the
about That's the same girl.
Hold on here.
No way. Dude, this shit is not blocked.
Why?
You don't
why,
need to be 18.
why we ain't get no invite? It's splashing. It's called splashing.com.
I just need a documentary on the 919. I
Bro,
don't care.
like,
about
why does all
lady
this
no
group
more.
look like the back of the kitchen?
Look
and
at my
shit?
man with his tongue
Bro,
out
she
there.
got heavy.
He's
She
way
got
too
heavy
enthused.
tits though.
Yo, they
Yeah,
From
she's
77.
They have
Oh
her.
shit, she a Libra too. She was
She
born
was.
in
She
October
doesn't-
October.
I don't know how
No,
that.
this is the last
but-
one.
telling you niggas.
It sounds like a Libra thing to do.
And one of them was a previous record.
which is about. So look, 13.5 seconds.
Okay.
See, yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. It's like it was just a lot of bad sex.
Yeah, don't.
That was it. The last one was probably the only one that got.
That's
the
what I
nut.
mean. It's like
She
I
just
want to be
bent
halfway.
over.
I don't want to be number 1 or number 919. I want to be like in the middle towards like maybe she's enjoying this.
Let me be the last guy.
Maybe she's enjoying
You want to be?
Maybe,
You
you
want to
know?
be 919?
You gotta be 919.
I've
You're gonna.
You know
nut.
what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, imagine she
Are
had,
you?
imagine you're 120, just ready. You know, you pop 3 blue chews, ready to go.
You
and she just like she was over like I'm done, like my coochie done.
And you know
Hell
what?
no.
we
know
probably
what?
we probably messed with a girl that had already been 119
I have to
anyway.
respect the level of discipline on her because what if around like 213 she's like fuck I'm having fun here, but I still got another fucking 700 more.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a whole motherfucking DMV line up in that.
So each
motherfucker,
one
you know
got
what I'm saying?
13 seconds. Is that what it said?
Average.
Damn.
Average.
I wouldn't
Yo,
even sign up for
imagine,
that.
imagine she held a concert.
I mean, that's basically a roller coaster, right?
Yo, she could hold the whole
no.
concert with that number.
What
That 13 seconds. That's the click, click, click before you even go down, bro. You don't even climax, bro. You just hit click, click, click.
Yo, she has a timer on her hand.
That's bullshit.
Also, every dude got 13 seconds.
I don't
Yeah,
think. I
nah,
think that was the average.
Yeah, do you
Also-
go by pump or you go by fucking second?
at that point, you're going by pump because it is seconds. 13 seconds. That's 13 pumps.
That's a great. I mean, yeah. Like, how do you
Yo,
measure
go ahead,
such
time
a
your
thing?
pumps right now.
Yeah.
Nah, well, on who?
Because then I'm gonna fucking fuck around.
All right now, right now.
You know,
Like,
yeah.
one of my pumps is gonna
At
be
that
long,
point,
you
fuck
know, I'm
pumps.
gonna
I'm
get, like,
fucking.
three,
I'm
like-
grooving in that motherfucker.
That's
I'm
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah, I got
I'm
time,
ushering.
I got time.
Bachata?
Dude.
I'm fucking ushering in that
How do
motherfucker.
you
I'm
really make the
like,
pumps fucking count? You know.
yeah.
That's honestly, that's just a metaphor for life. It's
I
just how
got
do you make the
13
pumps
pumps in.
count?
How many did
really.
you get?
Hey, salute
that
to her though.
sneaker.
I'm fascinated. This is just logistically,
Get
I'm
logo.
fascinated more than anything
learn
else.
something.
Hey
Every
man,
day.
shout out to her because I mean,
What's
you,
your name?
Can you
I
go
think
back to
Lisa
the
Sparks
thumbnail
or
of that?
something?
Though?
Hey,
Lisa
Guinness,
Sparks.
Guinness didn't pick this up though. This ain't Guinness.
Oh
World
yeah,
record.
this ain't. I don't think this is a rec. I don't think
Guinness
I think
sleeping
this
on
is
this
above Guinness's pay grade.
No, this is.
But
nice.
look at my man right here on the. Look at Freddie Mercury right here with his tongue out though. That's the one. This
Hey.
looks. I like how
Hey,
this looks
he
like
knew-
a class
He knew he was gonna be
photo,
number 1 or 2.
but it's
Respect.
the worst porn you can ever watch.
No, this shit looks terrible. It looks like they just plopped.
Look at homie with the dark looks and the beanie.
They dropped her in the middle of a jail cell, dude. This is jail.
That's gin pop, bro.
That's jail,
That's
bro.
gin pop at the Honor Farm right
Look at
there.
homie at the
Fan, that's
bottom.
fucking Salinas County right there.
Yo,
Hey,
look
look
at
how
my
me
man
and
with the
Chewy's
V-neck
V-neck.
though.
Yeah.
Everyone else is straight cut, looking like the fucking real Shim Shady
got the
video.
V-neck.
And he's like,
With
you know
the
what? I
meat
gotta make a
hamburger
statement. I'm gonna pull up in the V-neck though, so my lady knows I'm fucking of class.
Hey, like so that way she's able to identify me.
Yeah, like I
differently from
might
all
be
the other ones.
314, but I'm gonna let this bitch know
Hey,
I rock a V-neck.
I'm the one with the V-neck. Remember me? I'm the
That-
one with the V-neck.
That is prison.
I bet my guy drinks sparkling water.
Imagine
And
the
he got
first
the watch too.
for the rest of his life
My
saying
guy
he's
got
like,
the watch.
I was
and
the first one to
everything.
hit that.
You got the Rolex on.
He was so prepared to fuck. He was so prepared to be a 919 guy.
See a
to
motherfucker
fuck
with a
this
Rolex
chick
right there.
for 13.5 seconds today.
That's what we're talking about.
My guy was showing up ready to fucking just find love.
made
dog.
a statement.
Hey, he combed his hair back all slick.
Hell yeah, bro. He was bumping that LA Cool J song all day. I need love.
Come on, man.
I need
That's
love.
his face. That's,
Now, just look at him too.
man.
That's what he's thinking. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I look at the wall. Like he's in it, bro. He's so. Everyone else is like, yeah, whatever. This is a story, but my Freddie Mercury's excited and V-Neck's very excited, and then
I'm
my
not
man
a-
with the
Me
dreads.
either, man.
My man with the dreads. I don't know what he's guilty of, but he's on the run from fucking something, dog.
She
And
got
that's not
heavies.
even to be stereotypical. That's just the way he's staring at old girls is just a little too like. It's not like excited, you know. He's just like, yeah, that's what we fucking do.
She got heavies, man. Props to her. Props to her.
Props to her. And then
So
my
just
guy with the
final
beanie
question
too.
before we close on this.
Final question.
Would
I just-
would you guys sign up for something like that?
Absolutely not. No.
No.
Unless I've been locked up for quite some time, like quite some years.
If I'm in jail, fuck it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
other
wouldn't
than that,
even
no,
film
absolutely
that.
not.
If I'm facing life,
Yeah,
fuck
fuck it.
yeah.
Just to see titties, real titties.
Honestly,
why not?
there's not a position in my life I can ever see myself that would bring me to be in this room.
I would do it in jail,
Like,
and that is
oh yeah,
a
in
prison
jail
room.
for sure. But
That
even
is
then,
a prison room.
Even then, how long am I there?
Yeah, well, 13 seconds. I
You
mean,
know,
fuck it.
maybe not jail, but maybe prison.
Yeah, for sure. Prison. Yeah.
Prison, I'd probably, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, look at my man that she's holding with her hands too.
I
I
know.
didn't even notice this Beetlejuice look. He's hella in it. He's like, yeah, that's number one right
She
there.
gave birth to that guy.
That's
That
number
ain't
one
your
right
baby.
there. He's number one. Freddie Mercury's number two. My man with the watch, he wants to be number three, but he's probably 113.
Man with the watch is gonna wipe it at the end.
Yeah, he's gonna watch everyone in there.
He's the one
first.
saying he loves her.
Everyone in there
You don't
got a
have to
record.
do this. You don't have to
Cut
do this.
cast.
You don't have to
Everyone
do
in there is
114.
everyone in there has got fingerprints on the books for sure.
Respecto.
Oh man.
I have so many questions that I don't want answers
You
to.
look like a mom, I know, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Man, listen, man, we got some plenty more topics, but we're out of minutes. I don't know
We
how
got we got 4 minutes left.
I don't know how we want to use this time though. What do you guys want to do? Do you?
I just want to ask you guys real quick about vaping.
that?
What is it?
Apparently, girls are wiping their vaginal hormones on their neck like it's perfume.
Like their period or just their...
No. Like they get wet, and the secretions they go ahead and wipe it on their neck,
Well, they say...
and they say it's a hormone. It's to go ahead and attract males. You know.
I was going to say attraction is like hormones, right?
Yes.
Giving her
or
a hickey.
chemicals
Is it
or
a
whatever.
spiritual thing? Like you put some?
No, it's a sexual thing.
Hey, I'm
No,
no,
well, I
just
mean,
text me
no,
back.
no, no. I mean,
Fuck.
obviously it's to get sexual, but what I'm saying, do they do it in a way of like, oh, this brings men because it's my like Ricky was saying, it's my hormones, and I'm putting men out into the. You know how chicks be like, I'm putting it out.
Well,
to
I
the
think
Or is
that's
it
world.
just
why
like
they're
some
doing
like
it.
level of femininity? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
obviously
thinking,
to get
this
the
is
sexual
what I'm
shit.
about.
To
Yeah.
get the sex, you know,
They're
obviously
trying to find a
yeah.
partner.
We're animals, and
We're nothing
we
but
are
mammals.
gonna be attracted. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure we've all been attracted to like a woman's scent. It was like, damn, like, you smell hella good, and it's not perfume; it's her natural scent. So essentially, it's that type of thing. It was like, all right, well, yeah, I'm gonna dab it on my neck. I might not attract anybody, but I am gonna attract that one motherfucker that is gonna go ahead and fuck with
Was
me.
gonna notice
You
it.
talking to a guy with a mustache, dog? I'm with all the shits. Like that's.
You eat ass?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part of the. I don't know.
That's your favorite part, right?
No.
Nah, you really didn't mean it. He meant it, he
And
meant
mostly
it.
because of pink eye, and it's not because I probably wouldn't
Just
let
tell
my
her not
freak
to
flag
flirt.
fly. It's more so of like I could probably really fuck around and catch something here.
Yeah,
But
I got pink eye.
I
Well, there's
respect it.
dating sites where they send
I
you
feel-
like men's shirts and you get like women's clothing that they worn for the day,
oh what?
and they let you like smell it, scent it, and you're supposed to get like attracted to them through that, and then you get to meet the person if you really feel attracted to it.
Hey, just like I said, just
Like,
if you want to
that's
rub
what
your
I'm
pussy
saying,
on
the
your
fact
neck,
that they do
fucking
that,
text me
it's
back
kinda
at least.
nasty,
Shit.
but-
It's no, but it's 1000%
Don't be
true.
throwing it
We
out
are
there.
we are animals in a sense
Careful.
on this planet. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Mammals.
We are here to reproduce for sure.
so yeah, we
NLE Chopper say?
are we what?
NLE
And Lily Chopper.
I mean, I think there's something to it, but I think like
there's something to now. Let's say they're wiping it on themselves and then applying like perfume on top of it, but it's still like you're.
I think the problem with it is like it has to be like a time thing, right? Like, cause like I had an ex that was like really really into me to the point like if I had like if I didn't fucking wear deodorant, she loved it. Like that's how much she was into me.
That's the
But
thing.
it's like,
yeah.
was that like, could she have just smelled me with no deodorant and have been that into me, or like, did it take her that time of like living with
Investing.
me and investing in me and be like
Caring
"Damn,
about
I
you as a
love when
person."
This motherfucker smells like shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Because
Like,
it's them, and I love them.
So it's like
That's so true though.
like,
walk in,
can
she's
it
smelling your
attract
dirty
that
underwear.
way?
It does. I think it does because
That's
I've been
why
in the
it's
same thing. It was like, I like, oh, I'm about to come through right now. I was like, let me shower up real quick. Don't shower.
I want to
Don't
taste
shower.
your day.
Yeah.
That's
Want to
what's
taste your
up.
whole day.
Wow.
That's what's up. That's the one. You might,
Say
That's the one.
You're a
yeah,
dirty
that's the
bitch.
one.
No, she wasn't.
Ah, shit,
She
maybe
wasn't.
not, but I bet she was fun though.
It was a good
I
time.
bet she
All
was
fun,
fun.
right?
It was a good time.
Nah, some of them ain't fun, dog. Some,
you're absolutely
some of them
right.
are shitty and they're not fun at the same time. And I'm just like confused. I'm just like, I thought the crazy ones fuck the best. You're just crazy and you suck at doing that too. What the fuck?
Oh, man, it's all
don't listen
bad.
to these comedians, bro. They be lying their asses off. They always
Yeah.
be saying shit, but I don't know. I can see it because, like I said, fucking, I don't know. I was with this crazy chick at the beginning of COVID, and when I would have to wear a mask after, like, you know, hooking up with her the night before, you know, you can't really wash that completely out of your fucking shit. So
And if she
still
don't got a
smell it.
toothbrush at your crib, and it's fucked, bro.
Oh,
Because
there's that, but I'm more so like if I like went down on her and then the next morning I gotta wear a mask and I'm like, and at the time I was actually into her, so I was just like, all right, I don't really mind wearing a mask right now. It's
Oh,
all right.
I
So
don't-
I can see the vabbing thing
because I don't mind it on my
because
mustache.
I kind of did it to myself a little bit.
Rob
He
my
went to wear his
mustache.
mask.
But
just
it
for the next
depends
day.
though, because like you know that took me being with her like a few months, and like I like
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I got this smell on my fucking lip right now. Like I
Okay,
earned
so
that shit.
We approve to vabbing. I want Migga to end the show with Ho's verse, since I know
Oh
it's
man,
very
man, we don't have enough time to end this, man. But if you haven't had the chance to listen to the latest Jay-Z verse that's available on DJ Khaled's album God Did, the song is called God Did. The song God Did is featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z.
but Jay-Z hit the longest.
Everybody went in, but Jay-Z did Jay-Z, and it's
5 minutes.
about time that we realize and understand what Jay-Z is to this culture and what Jay-Z is to hip hop. And
Lil Wayne was talking shit too.
Lil Wayne was talking his shit, but Jay-Z was just listen,
Yeah.
man. Listen, man.
I like Lil Wayne's verse better.
Listen, man.
You heard it?
Yeah, we were listening to her earlier.
Yeah,
Before
but
you guys
no,
came
they're
in.
good,
But you gotta
man.
understand that Hov got the last. He got the last of it. So it's like I heard your verse, I heard your voice. Let me go in.
No, yeah, we
And
were
then he might have a ghostwriter. We don't
Well,
know.
honestly, you don't even know.
You
I
don't think
doubt
so?
it. In my
What
heart,
was it?
I don't want. Like, you know how they say, like, with aliens, I want to believe. As far as Hove with a Ghost Rider, I don't want to believe. I
don't think so.
I would never want to subscribe
Nah.
to that.
Nah. No
I
way.
mean, I couldn't necessarily
Nah, bro,
put it
he-
past anybody that's in that
comes-
position to do such a thing. But in my heart, I want to believe that he's like still such a purist, even in this.
It's
late
because
stage,
we're so
that
used
he wouldn't
to
do
we're
that.
so used to believing the Jay-Z that's already successful. We're so easy to believe the Jay-Z that's already had it all, already have it figured out. We tend to forget that this guy really comes from the Brooklyn projects, dealing from crack and having all kinds of trials and tribulations, facing jail time, you know what I mean, almost murder situations, almost getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we forget that this guy really comes from that. So it's easy
I went
to
by his hood when I went to New
Yeah.
York.
to the Marcy projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have.
By or you went there? What was?
Well,
Cause
Did you-
we
did
passed
you get out the
by-
car?
No, we passed by, but it was the way I said
Was different. It's
it
different
was
now.
like I don't know which hood or whatever where he was born but it was just a lot of Jews.
Yeah. I mean, it's different now.
Buy an ounce of
Gentrification.
crack,
Like
though,
I
dog.
shit, like just Jews.
Yeah,
like,
authentic experience.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
It's like people hearing about how the seaside projects were back in the day, and then they show up today and be like, "Oh, this is not what it is." So what I heard about, and like, obviously,
yeah. and I got homies that been living. And I was like, "Yo, we're in the suburbs now." Like that's what they call it. Yo, we're in the suburbs.
Yeah. But it was an amazing song. I listened to the majority of the album, but that is the main song that I go back to, and the
Yeah.
reason why I go back to that song is because of that verse. So to me, it felt like a Jay-Z album.
No, that's tight, man. No.
Yeah.
And like we were saying in the bar too, like I just feel like he's just one of those guys. Like even though like I didn't necessarily grow up like hella admiring Jay-Z or anything, but I always understood, like especially now, he's gonna be someone we always look to as far as like how can hip hop age, because everyone before him stepped down or there was like
Passed
okay,
away, unfortunately.
yeah, that too, right? But I mean, there's plenty of people that predate him that just kind of stepped away. That was just like, that's a young man's game or
That's
whatever
true.
the fuck.
They
Whereas,
believe, yeah.
he's always gonna be like our example of like, well, all right, well, can you fucking still rap in a way that's like,
Having it all, do you still
Impact.
have that
Yeah.
passion?
yeah,
52 years old, billionaire wife, billionaire friends, doesn't have to say shit, doesn't have to do squat, came out with a 5-minute verse.
And then like
What the
even
fuck?
then, it's like he's still somebody that like he can still kind of. I feel like there's some people that come from that cloth that he came from that like become successful and they shed all aspects of what they came from because
Yep.
they're like,
That's not me anymore.
or
What do you
just
want me to-
too much pain or whatever the fuck. To where
trauma.
I feel like with the way that he raps and the way that he conveys himself and express himself, he's somebody that's really never forgot that. Like he's somebody that's always going to pay tribute to where
He came from. He's
Well,
always-
He should, though.
I like to imagine that even though he is where he is, he still probably feels in his head that he's just that kid.
I'm always a kid from the
fucking
Marcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To where it's like some people really are like that. To where like you can't really get it out of them like that. To where like I like to believe that he's very much like that. So it's like I like to still kind of pay attention to what he's doing or what he's putting out and what he's doing just because of who he is and where he's at in life.
Shout out to Jay. Like, I mean, like you mentioned Eminem earlier. Based off like bro, like the only first hip hop thing I ever listened to was Eminem, and that's because of DJ. We switched
Shout out to
CDs.
DJ.
I was listening to Michael Jackson, bro. He was listening to Eminem. We switched CDs, and it was just like, what the fuck are you listening to? And I was like, what the fuck are you listening to? You know what I mean?
For real, I was like,
So I'm ready to do some naughty
Completely
things.
off, but Eminem was someone that I completely resonated with, but I feel like Hove is someone that it is
I mean,
I don't want to sound corny, but the blueprint he does lay it down for you. There is lessons in there that you can go ahead and listen to like it is a fucking Bible, bro. He is
Yeah.
preaching, you know.
No, absolutely. And just like all my favorite artists, no matter what the medium was, are like people who you can judge an entire like lifelong body of work by, to where I feel like he's just one of those people that he's ascended into that kind of category to where like you don't just judge him as solely like a fucking rapper. Like it's what he does. That's the medium he exists in, but he's been around for so long and he's evolved and had so many different phases of his life that like you can like we were talking about that at the bar too. It's like most rappers nowadays, I feel like we're going to look back on like the way we look back on like American contemporary like novelists like in the 30s and the 40s like Steinbeck and Fitzgerald and shit like that. That's the way we're going to look back on rappers of the 90s and the early 2000s and like even now
I hope so,
years
but
into the future.
But I feel like people get forgotten.
Yeah, but it
won't.
Book
depends.
writers, authors get forgotten.
They
you know
do,
what I
but
mean?
they don't at the same time. Like it
Because
all
books never are not gonna get forgotten.
yeah,
you know what I mean? But
and it's like they can be forgotten, but they're always there to be rediscovered.
that's true.
So then it's like once people like all it takes is one or two, and then you start like, oh shit, maybe I should read more Bukowski, or maybe I should read more, and then you start going into them, and like people usually kind of judge all of those types of people on like their entire body, like from their entire life, and they want to see that level of growth with somebody from what was it like when they were starting out, just kind of figuring out life, but also figuring out the art in which they express themselves, and then how did those two things just further evolve as they had to deal with, you know, fucking becoming a fully fledged adult and breaking their heart and breaking other people's hearts or having
Breaking the people's
success or
hearts that
having
look up to you,
failure.
because you got to understand, like, you once you get up to this level, you're not gonna understand why I'm doing it.
That
There
too.
is a reason to understand why I'm doing this shit, but you are not gonna understand because you're not here.
Yeah, no, almost like outgrowing your own audience, or just like there's lesson like one of the best things I can like like deduct this to, and like, you know, I'm a pro wrestling fan. There's this girl pro wrestler named Tessa Blanchard. She's a daughter of a famous old wrestler named Tully Blanchard, and she gave an interview one time where someone asked her like, "Did your dad ever give you advice like on your way up?" And she's like, "Honestly, never once." He's like, because he straight up was like, "There's nothing I can teach you yet." Because he was like a top guy. He was a national known dude. If his name was on a fucking flyer, you know, it was going to guarantee so many ticket sales. So where she was never on that level. So then like
So like she wasn't worthy enough yet. Is it?
kind of, right? But then she like kept progressing in her career and became bigger and then became a champion and started selling out things. And then she said suddenly her dad called her out of the fucking blue one day and said, "Now I can teach you."
Okay. That's deep. Only if he's not a piece of shit, though.
Yeah, no, like,
Because like if he really stayed true to his word,
yeah.
it was like, all right, well now I'm here to go ahead and be your mentor.
Yeah.
And if he was true to that, fine. But there's also people to go ahead and be like, all right, now I see you getting success. Now I can go ahead and leech off you.
And that is true. That is
leech off
true. And
you,
there
you
is
know what
that. There is that for sure. Definitely for true. But I think in her situation, she like further said in that interview too, it was like she even understood that like it was never her place to even try to ask her dad, because it's just like, what's the point? I'm going to tell you a couple basic things that any fucking body can tell you as far as the basic things.
And that's true. I think
But if
that's the same thing with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's dad's the
Yeah.
same guy, and Tyson Fury's fucking world champion now, world heavyweight champion. So I mean, like,
but it's like sometimes you're not even in the position to receive the kind of fucking like the message yet.
You can't even digest this
Yeah.
information that I can give you, so why even give it to you if you're not even ready to receive
Which I
it?
feel like is like Hope's problem a lot of the times. It's like he'll say something that's just so fucking like like 444 we were talking about. Like almost every fucking song on there
That
is just
album
like,
is
God
wine.
damn. And but it's a mature man's fucking rap album, you know? Like if you're a fucking young 18-year-old dude that's just trying to get your fucking dick wet all the time, you're probably not going to resonate with a lot of shit on 444. Like to the point of like, oh, this shit's whack, but it's like, it's not
He's talking
whack.
about buying art and
it's
selling
just-
it for more. What's that?
Yeah, it's just
it's
you're
amazing.
not ready to
fucking-
receive the message yet. You're not at this place in life yet. Like,
And that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. You'll get there.
But I
Any
think
last
that's a lot
words?
of-
Though? I mean, let the people know.
Oh yeah,
Let 'em
no,
know, man.
definitely appreciate you guys for fucking having me on.
Appreciate
Thank
you,
again.
man.
Ryne Radio, RYNE Radio on all fucking things. Apparently, it's not that hard to find, which is pretty dope. I didn't even know.
At the moment I clicked on it, I was like, it's right here.
It goes to show that you're being more consistent than all the other motherfuckers. You know. What I
I'm
mean?
trying to be. I'm trying to be. So like, I'm definitely definitely subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on the Instagram. Follow me on Spotify. I'm definitely trying to go harder on there. I'm trying to just all around make quality content that can not just of the moment, but like if you happen to fucking find me 3-4 years 5 years later, you can still go back and like, damn, this fool was putting out consistent shit this whole time. So that's what I'm definitely trying to do. So yeah, Ryne Radio on all possible things. You can even follow me on Reddit for all you fucking care.
Damn, they got the Reddit.
I got everything.
So that's hip hop talk and ass talk for sure. There's a lot of ass.
Sure,
on the
all
Reddit.
kinds of talks, man. All kinds of talk. Always a good time when the homie Ryan comes through.
Shit, thank
Man,
you,
we need a point 3 because you know what I mean. We could always go on for it.
I can go on
we
forever,
could
man.
go on forever.
Yeah, y'all are always welcome to fucking out in Hayward if you ever can make the time, man. Like I said, I make tacos. I got a weed sponsor for my show, so I got dabs all.
I'm not that
fucking
far from
day.
Hayward, so
I
Oh,
mean,
shit.
You,
I'm over-
you,
I'm
you
over
make
by
it sound
Vallejo.
like a fun
I'm
I'm
time,
over by
bro.
Vallejo. You know
Oh
what I mean?
shit!
Come on
Come
over.
through, bro. Come through. Like I said, tacos and dabs and fucking drinks and all
Tacos
that
and
shit.
dabs.
Talk about all kinds of shit.
If
man.
you ever in
D&D,
Pittsburgh, let me
D&D,
know,
bro.
man.
Sometimes I am, man. Sometimes I am. No, come through, man. Come through. It's a fucking it's the hangout, man.
It's a vibe.
Sure, for
No,
sure.
appreciate
I think
it, man.
we're gonna have to do that for sure. I'm with that.
I would be down, man. I would be down.
We'll schedule it.
Hell yeah.
Any other last words for anybody else, man?
Nah, man.
Anything else coming out?
You guys are pretty
Classes,
colorful colored over there.
Oh, is that a boy or a girl?
Berries and cream.
Is that a boy or
You
a
know
girl
what I'm saying?
t-shirt? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
It's a they.
You got the lavender on.
You
I
look
got
like
the
Spartan
shade
finals.
shirt on.
Look like
Lavender scavenger. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a lesbo porn.
Sound like Roseboro porn.
All right, bet.
Bad, bad. Well, without further ado, we appreciate everyone that's been listening. Make sure you all subscribe to the Slide Through Podcast channel.
Make sure y'all watch that video of the chick that took, 919
Yeah, watch.
You know what I
Watch
mean?
that shit.
919 dicks. Respect to you, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Tag me when you
Comment how
find
it
me at
was.
818.
faceofmalawi.com. You can go ahead and find the big tits. And,
Also follow us on Instagram
The thumbnail's the best.
at Slide Through Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Slide Through Pod 831, I believe. And
How do you think her son brags about her?
Oh, he don't.
He don't.
He don't at all.
It's my mom.
Nah,
My
he-
mom can take it.
My mom said.
he brags about his grandma for sure.
well,
my
my
grandma
grandma, she makes a mean pie.
and that's another conversation for the next podcast.
Man, 200.
How
So be
is-
sure to tune in.
Episode 200, man.
Coming.
200. We're going to see you guys soon. See you guys next week. Y'all take care. Be safe. Hello to September.
Shit.
Shit.
Slide through.
Slide through.
Hey, Kat, can you tell the people where they can get their Slide Through podcast merch?
Absolutely. So y'all gonna go over to the Slide Through Podcast IG, click on that conglomerate by the sea.com link. Go on to the left side, that sandwich bar, click on that. Click on the Slide Through Podcast clothing. Then you're gonna scroll down to that image where you see the Slide Through Podcast crew neck. Click on that, and there you go. You see the sizes small through 2X. Thank y'all for the support.